this, the 74th annual Dykes Memorial Bonspiel, I am proud to be a member of the GNCC. I look forward to joining you at your clubs in the future. Congratulations to you 8 teams for meeting the challenge that this event entails. Gentlemen, to the Piper!
To the Piper!
Good curling to all.
Curling.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the finals of the Francis Dyke Memorial Bonspiel. Welcome to the National Capital Curling Center, home of the Potomac Curling Club, and the finals of the 74th annual Francis Dyke Memorial Bonspiel. Our feature game is the A event. Team Brennan from the Schenectady Curling Club going up against Team Scotty Burns from the Plainfield Curling Club. With me in mission control is David Bikeow Bykowski. Byko, what say you?
Well, I think this is going to be a great game. Got some very good teams. I've been really impressed with what I saw earlier this morning. And I've been following Scotty Brennan for a while here from Schenectady. Been playing against him a few times. And this is going to be a tough team to beat. But Scott Burns is looking like his squad is up to the task. 10 ends, anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a really good point. It seems in the past couple of years when you go to a GNCC Finals, you're going to see Scott Brennan, Rob Cleese, Dan Mueller, Jeff Howell, or some combination of them. But I'm sure Burns is up to the challenge. Both of them have clearly earned the right to play here in the A event. Yeah, like you, I'm looking really forward to some really good curling today.
Yeah, these are two really good clubs, not just these teams, but Schenectady and Plainfield really stepping up their game, I think, being some of the top clubs in the GNCC, being very competitive with other places like Broomstones, for example.
Absolutely. You know, funny thing you should say that, though, in spite of the successes that come from the Plainfield and the Schenectady clubs, last time Plainfield won the Dykes plaque, 1995. Last time Schenectady won, 1975.
Now that especially surprises me, with guys like Charlie Brown.
No kidding. So anyway, looks like we've got the color assignments already. Scott Brennan's throwing the lemons. Scott Burns is throwing the cherries. Scott Burns is ready to go. This is Rob Cleese, the lead for Schenectady.
Well, we'll see if they go with a pretty conservative strategy or aggressive here in the early ends. It might not surprise me, given that this is a 10-end game. They may just want to go and put some rocks in the house to start off and just trade hits.
It's going to be a little fast. Okay. To the center line.
Nice, not quite up to the speed that I think that they were expecting on that one.
Nah, it's going to leave it a little high. Line's not too shabby.
Guard.
So this ice really did get a fresh scrape over the break between our 10:45 matches and now. What we saw earlier today was a lot of curl, really about 3.5 feet each way, especially coming from right now, as you'd see it, right to left. 3.5, 4 feet even of curl, and especially coming back down towards the warm rim side. Huge swings. Not so much even a curl as much as even just kind of some falling and diving a little bit.
Yeah, we can see a lot of falling and diving too. Yeah, it's making some really nice and exciting draws close into the house with, like, I've seen buttons or draws to the button, you know, with rocks in the top 8, cutting in really tight. It's made for some very exciting games this week.
Absolutely. Makes for some very difficult hits as well.
Yeah, that's for sure. Here comes Rob Cleese with his second rock at the first end for the Brennan rink. Looks like he's calling Brennan's calling the come around in that center guard.
Okay, Rob.
That's going to flash through. Of course, we've got the other 3 games that are going on today in the D event for the Stinnett Cup. We've got Skimia from Nutmeg against Miley from Broomstones. The B event, which is on sheet C, Citrini from from Utica against Enixon, one of the home clubs from Potomac. And on sheet D, the C event for the Davies Bowl, the Criz Ring from Nutmeg against Padalero from Petersham. We'll keep you posted with those scores too as the games go along. Once they post the scores on the scoreboard, we'll let you know. Because we've got a lot of people watching from a lot of different clubs. And we want to thank you for watching. So far, we're up to 90. I'm sure that will pick up as the game goes along.
That's fine.
Still waiting for our first rock to make it into the house here in the first end as we come to the second rocks.
This is Jeff Howells. Did I say Petersham? I apologize. I did mean Petersham. I'll make sure not to mispronounce that again. Thank you, Mr. Fink.
Got a curl! Got a curl!
Weight definitely looks a lot better on this rock.
Sure does, but that's got to move over.
Well, it will.
Yeah, here it goes.
No, we're on it too thick.
Nope, they're going to hang out there and crash into that red guard. That red stone's just going to bite the 12-foot. You know, Byko, you see a lot of those nibblers on those outside of the 12-foots. Those can really come back to, do I dare say, bite you later in the game.
You know I appreciate a good pun as much as anyone. And it's especially good having those around if you've got the hammer. If you're trying to steal, usually it doesn't really come into play all that much. But when you have the hammer, you can just take liberties to clear the opponent out completely and count 2 or 3, even with just ones all biting the 12-foot.
Right.
Yeah. Close.
That's going to flash through first rock
Scotty
for
Brennan can sweep that out.
Mark Adams.
Yeah. Gotta go here.
Scott expecting about a 4 feet of curl here. Seems about right given the ice conditions we've been seeing so far today.
There goes Jeff Howells, the second for Schenectady with his second rock in the first end.
Stay close. Stay close. Stay close. Where is it?
Plenty of space behind those center guards.
Wow.
Here it comes. I think that's going to sail on that one.
I'll just escort this one. Oh, if you can.
So both of these teams really struggling to get the right weight out here in the first end. Just still trying to feel out the ice, I think.
Here comes Mark Adams, the second for Scotty Bird's rink from the Plainfield Curling Club. Looking to come around that pile of center guards.
Yellow line.
Yeah, we especially saw last game this ice will curl in both directions coming down there. When we come back towards the warm room side, not quite so much. Really one direction only, and just kind of hangs out there as you throw out to the right side coming back at the warm room. So we'll see if they pick up on that.
Not a bad shot from Mark. It's going to go behind the pile, but it's going to be behind the tee line, leaving Schenectady to draw and settle down on it.
He just threw like half weight. Kind of. I mean,
well, that's
it's still a draw for this end.
I love these mics that we have on the skips. This is a nice feature we've had from the Potomac Curling Club.
It's been great to go and get an insight into the strategy calls.
Yeah.
Can't touch it. Stay
I've been saying all week you can tell you're in Washington, D.C. when you can listen in on somebody. They can't listen back to us.
My fault. Good shot. Take the bounce. Take the bounce. That really moved.
Yeah, the weight looked pretty good on that one, and he's. I think Scott really can't be too upset about that result.
No, not at all.
Just the biter.
A good skip learns from every missed shot.
Lord knows I miss enough of them.
Oh, I said that too based on experience. This is Dan Festerling with one of the sharper pair of pants I've seen this week. And there have been some sharp pair of pants.
Okay, let it go. Hard!
Here it comes.
Now they've got this figured out.
Yeah.
Great line, great weight on that one. Still got a little bit of room to tap back and freeze. Really can still get most of the button on this one, but it's pretty good placement.
It is good placement. Let's see what Dan Mueller can do with his stone here.
Yeah, guys. Yes. Up, up.
Gotta curl a little. Nice shot. Yeah, sweet.
This one's
Sweet,
hanging
take the
out there
bounce.
wide for quite a
Take the
while
bounce.
now.
Take the bounce.
Scott Plainfield trying to play it off of that corner guard.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite float into the house, though. Burns is sitting 3.
Now the ice is still pretty fresh, and all it takes is being just off the line just a little bit, and it might hang out there and not move quite so much yet.
Top 12. I mean, we wrecked on the guard up there, and I didn't fall asleep until 3/4 of the way down.
Here comes Dan Festerling, the vice skip for Scott Burns in his Plainfield ring, throwing his second shot in the first end.
Where is it? Yeah line, one. Up, we got room.
Sweepers did a nice job holding that line. Scott was on it pretty early, and then he was able to take them off. Here it comes skating into that pile. That's a third one down the same alley. Whew. I like that shot.
That's that's going to be a lot for Scott Brennan to try to deal with here.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a whole lot to work with. He's got to try to get to the inside corner. Now again, we've seen the ice, the rocks will curl. It will move on this ice.
You got a good sense of weight?
But this is pretty delicate. Yeah, he really needs to get a good weight call from his front end here.
Let's listen in and see what he's going to say to his front end.
Still can go that way, but we know this line. All right, boys, make it good.
Here comes Scott Brennan with his first shot of the first end. Looking to just draw into that pile of red.
Sweepers need to get on this one for line.
I'm not giving you a lot of ice,
They're going
Gonna
to hold
get
it.
a piece of that guard. Yeah.
Ooh, just went off it. Good try. Good try by Rob and Jeff, but not quite enough.
And again, he's opening up enough to have a better shot at it next time. For now, Scott Burns, I'm sure, is just going to be content to guard it up there and still sit 4. And we go back to that one biter over there on the side you were talking about right there at the beginning of this end.
They always come back. They always come back.
I want to hear. Yeah. Okay. I want to be full 12. Yep. Let's go here.
We can still come this way. This is still wide open.
Full 12.
Yes, to the 122 of you that are watching right now, I have to agree with Mike Graziano. This chat is getting a bit weird right now.
Okay. Yeah, I just want it about. I want it covering the outside of our red tip. So that they can't. I don't want them to draw in front down to our.
So Scott Burns is looking to guard up, though, that pile of red on the left-hand side.
He's got a little bit more ice than he had earlier. The last time we saw one rock out there, it just kind of hung that far wide.
Pretty good.
And the rock is away.
Sweeper's got to get off this for line.
It's gonna bend. It'll bend. Can we take the wick? Too late.
Ooh, that's going to hang out. That's going to give something Scott to play off.
There's a big opening now. He doesn't even have to really throw draw weight. He could really throw a hit and just roll over to the button a little bit.
Yeah, with all that backing, I'm sure that shooter, there's no way that shooter is going to spill anywhere if he hits the right. And we've seen Scott throw hits, and he is a mighty good hitter.
Oh, absolutely. He's done a lot of that throwing as a solid front ender for Charlie Brown.
Yes,
good point. Good, so I figured we were going to come back down.
I often get a 10 off the 10th of a second.
How's the way?
Go hard! Go hard, guys!
Could you have gotten that there?
Yelling is John Hale over on sheet C. I think he has some of the loudest sets of pipes in this entire Dykes Memorial Bonspiel. Like I saw him warming up in front of a piano with Chad playing some scales before we started today. Here goes Scott Brennan with his final rock of the first end.
Whoa.
Less weight than I was expecting he'd come with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweeper's got to go on this one all the way.
Wait only. Get it up to the ready.
That's going to settle, and that's a great shot.
Very nice
there.
shot. He's cutting him down to, I don't think he's shot rock. He's just sitting second right now, but there's no getting rid of that one. That's a clutch performance by Scott Brennan. And Scott Burns, on the other hand, has got a draw. He could come around the other side, get a piece of the button, and take two.
Yep. That is an A-event draw. That's what that is. Again, great shot by Scott Brennan.
Yeah. Slash it here. We can only give up one, and we could, even if we lose the shooter, or lose this off that shooter. Yeah, let's go for it. I think we got to go for it. Yeah, let's go here. We want to just skinny it. We might lose the back one or whatever, but throw some heavy weight at it.
Well, this is a very interesting call here in the first end.
Yeah.
It's stirring up some discussion behind us here. It's he makes this shot. It's going to be.
We might lose a couple rocks, but if we slash that out of the house, we'll take 4.
That's okay.
Exactly what he's saying. If we take 4, we may lose a couple of rocks. That's not a bad result at all.
Peel.
It's not bad if, possibly giving one to them, or the other possibility is getting a 4 spot.
Yeah.
I kind of like that trade-off.
Brandon, just a smidge.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, he's still sitting 1, and
if we're wide and we don't click
there's still a reasonably good shot that
we still get 1.
even with a miss, he still ends up taking
but if
1 this end. That's
we
not a bad
give
try
them
here.
1 for sure. We got to just slice it. So.
He could push us in the shot here.
All right.
He could push us in the shot.
Yeah.
Scott Burns with the hammer away here in the first end. This one's hanging wide. I don't think he's going to even get there.
Nah, I don't either. I think it's just going to replace the one on the 8-foot.
Oh, and
no.
a bad tip.
Oh, bad tip. Tough break for the Burns rinks. Brennan steals 1 in the first. That makes the score 1-0. Scott Brennan from Schenectady over Scotty Burns from the Plainfield Curling Club. That being said, we've got a couple of other scoring updates on sheet A. We've got 1-0 Miley over Skimia from Nutmeg on sheet C. The first end is over. And Citrini steals 1 against Enixon from Potomac. And on sheet D, Chris from Nutmeg gets their deuce against Padalero from Peter Ham.
Yeah.
Very good.
Did I say that right?
Petersham.
Petersham.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting over there on sheet D with the Chris rink. This is their 3rd straight game today.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
In Dykes lore, that alone is a true badge of honor to play back to back to back on Sunday. And then have to drive yourself about 6 hours back home like they're going to have to do all the way back to Nutmeg.
Clearly they love this game to put their bodies through that. Well, here comes Rob Cleese's first rock in the second end. Scott calling from the center guard.
It's got to be all the way in. It's got to be all the way in.
Oh, and Chris is saying they played an extra end in their first game.
Yes.
Of course they did.
Yes.
Come here.
Scott Brennan bringing Cleese's first rock into the top of the 12-foot. Scott Burns not going to fall for that trick, and not going to worry about that one right now.
It's definitely faster today, guys. No, I think we're just let it finish.
Nice touch.
That's good.
Very nice. Nice touch by Carl Anderson.
Very good weight call by the front end, too. Very good judgment.
It's got to curl a lot.
I think he's put this one out a little bit wide here.
It's got to curl a lot.
Yeah, he sure has.
Now, this is the side that we've seen earlier today really just take a dive on some of these rocks. How much of that is the ice versus maybe not getting a good handle on the rock? But if you go too far out, it's going to do just like this. Nick Smith really fell victim to that a couple of times in the game at 10:45 out here. Just a little bit wide and especially light, and just really did not curl back.
Scott Burns calling for Carl Anderson to throw a corner freeze on that yellow guard, or that yellow shot, 12-foot, excuse me. And the rock is away.
Yeah. Yes!
Here you go. Watch this movement right now.
Oh, wow. Look at that snap down. Look at that.
That's up. That's fine, that's fine.
One of those rocks earlier today, John Hale was looking at, and it just dove so much he thought it must have picked on something.
Yeah. I said, the pebble's not heavy, so it's not going to curl as much today. I didn't even think about that.
Interesting discussion there from Scott Burns talking about the heaviness of the pebble and its effect on what's going on out there on the ice.
Curl. Not yet, that's not me.
Here's Jeff Howells the second for his first stone in the second.
Plan B. Sweet. Come on, get a piece.
Scott looking to play a hit and roll in off of his own over there on the side. Not quite.
Almost.
He went to plan B pretty quickly there.
Yeah.
That was a good call by Scott.
Yeah, that was a very good
Still
call.
like this.
All good skips, especially at the 5 and under. Know when to play plan B, know when to play plan C. Scott's certainly one of those.
Top 12. Nope.
He's looking for about top 12 here. I think he's got
It's looks
a lot
way
more weight
heavier
than
than
that.
that.
We're in the middle.
That's going to go right through the house.
Maybe the middle of the back 12 or the middle of the hack.
T plus.
I was going to the middle of the hack.
Middle of the hack.
Good line call, Michael.
All right.
I get one right every once in a while. Doesn't happen often. Good thing this one's recorded.
How big? Yep. Hard. Hard. Take it over.
They're going to try and play
Take it
that
over,
quick
take it
off
over.
again, and they do.
This time he's got it made,
Yeah.
though. That's a nice call.
That's a nice call. Really nice. Really nice shot there by Jeff Howells from Schenectady.
Yeah, very
Take
very
this
well
out.
positioned there, and he's going to have to throw
Normal.
a ton of weight to try to go and clear this one out, because that is set up on a nice corner. And just
This is Mark Adams, second for Plainfield.
Yep.
Lines
Oh, way
away.
narrow.
Yeah, way narrow. Scott literally caught it right when Mark released it. I wonder if he's going to try and now hit the red into the yellow. Nah,
Got to move over that much more,
it's
though.
gonna peel away and just pop right in front of everything.
Need something like right here.
Schenectady sitting 1 behind a lot of cover. Scott's going to put some more junk up there.
Interesting position there. He's looking to put it a little to the left of center. I think he can afford for this one to overcurl a bit and set up protecting that shot rock nicely. It does.
Just for weight, line's really good.
There goes Dan Muller with his first
go.
rock at the second end.
Whoa, it's overcurling. Let it die. Go, 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 go for the bounce, go for the bounce, go for the bounce. Go for the bounce.
Not going to get much of a bounce. Placement isn't too bad.
That's not bad. He's he's probably got 90% of the rock covered.
That one?
So really nice weight there by Dan.
Dangerous.
And he really doesn't have to worry about, he's left the draw available, but the draw isn't going to be, it still isn't going to do anything about the shot rock.
No.
Take this out.
Good call, Scott.
Normal.
Like the weight's good. Line's fine.
Yep. Yes.
Calling for the sweep right out of his hand.
Yeah, same thing. Narrow from the start.
Not quite as narrow as the first one.
Well, opens it up a touch, splitting the two other guards out of the house. Scotty's pulling one out. That one's out of play too. Not a bad
Take
result.
this at a different approach. It's just all corner guard. I don't want to bounce off the pebble like we keep doing. Corner guard.
Not given a whole lot of ice on this turn. Maybe only about 2.5, 3 feet of curl he's expecting here, but I actually kind of like the, I really like the broom position. It really hasn't been curling as much on this side.
Line good. Whoa! Let it die. It's going to overcurl.
This one's coming back
Man,
a lot
we just
here.
can't get a guard.
Sure is. Kind of a lazy handle though. It's not really turning too much.
Spring right here.
Practically stopped spinning.
Well, just can't get
It's
one
going to
there.
bite the 12-foot.
Come down to it. Yeah, but we got to hit it on this side. Let's draw. Heavy draw, it's fine.
Okay. It's just hard to get one there. I mean, we were a little tight right there, but we kept bouncing off the outside pebble over here. So I was
That's
like,
Scott
let's try
Brennan
to
there
just
talking to Dan Miller. His vice skip.
Does. Speed's great.
Dan Festerling with his second rock at the second end.
Yeah, line! Line!
Yeah, I'll take it. I got it.
That's going to move.
Up.
Might have been a little too late on that line call because that really started to break over. And that rock is going to, I don't think it's second stone.
Doesn't look like it from here.
No.
If we can get one here, it's pretty good. Excited a little.
But you couldn't be in a better position for a steal of one here right now if they put up that center guard
Even
again.
if we throw one here, that helps them out, right? This goes here, and then we have one.
Well, it
go
kind of
here.
helps actually right now. He's got those two set up to double. He can just go and run. Scott Burns can take his red rock and just run it straight back and double out Brennan's two yellows right now. So he's got to really get this one to curl just across the center line and block that option up.
They can't block it up.
All right, this line goes. Yeah, I like it right here. We're gonna try to throw a guard kind of quarter under theirs, top 8.
Yeah, Scotty's got to be careful here.
this is a
If he
little
goes too
heavy,
far out, I really don't think he can go
Mark it
outside of
down,
that line. Otherwise, it's
into
just not going to
theirs.
curl back more than about a foot, foot and a half.
Different angles and a little separation.
He can afford to be a little tight on this one.
Sure.
But the made shot is quarter under theirs.
Take out that flipped the other
That's
guard.
fine,
But then
too.
it didn't. But then I called you guys off, and then it didn't curl as much.
This goes, man.
Marks did, so then I got caught in the middle again.
Line is critical here.
Scott Brennan's shot away. First stone for him in the
Play the
second
tap.
hand.
This one's not moving yet.
It's real big. Oh, that's a horrible shot.
Okay, I got it, Carl. I got it.
Damn it.
Hey there, Yellowstone,
My fault.
flashing through the house,
What's
so
that?
fancy free.
Just rushed it. My bad.
I just.
Joe, what
Doing
was
some on the
that?
outside.
I don't know. It just seemed to fit.
I don't know if I like the inside ice.
Folks, I make this promise to you. I will never sing on this broadcast.
I almost talked to myself
Yeah.
into going ahead.
I'm not going to make that promise. If the mood's right, it just may come out.
So the run back double is set up perfectly here for Scott Burns.
Long game.
Yep. Double. Almost. Gotta nose it.
250 feet. I think the ice is fast. It's fast.
Yeah, so far that looks like 2 pros and 1 con for you on the singing.
Thank you, Carissa. Thank you, Catherine.
Hopefully not too firm with that broom.
And about 130 other people have no opinion.
I'm happy with that.
Big shot here, Scott Burns.
Close.
It's not
I don't know if he's going to
curling.
get to the nose here.
Fine.
Well, the good news is that he's still sitting third and fourth shot, and he's opened it up for that much easier of a chance of a double. So I wouldn't complain really about that.
No, neither would I. You made it, yeah, exactly. He opened it up. Still, you know, if Scott can't place his guard,
At all.
So we have to be. We have
Scott
to sit to learn
Burns
it.
has an opportunity for the double. Take a couple of points.
Unless we take away the double.
I think he's got to put one pretty much right in the center, sit 1, 2, 3, and make it difficult for Scott Burns to clear all 3 of them out of there. I don't know that you have to. I don't know that he's really effectively got the weight to try to clear 3 rocks out of there. That takes a lot, given these rocks, quite frankly.
So we can guard the
Very
one
good
by
point there,
playing
Michael.
one here. Right? So he can't do that.
Let's take a listen in to see what Scott's saying
Wanna guard the
to
one?
White Skip Dan Muller.
I know.
Okay. I like
I
that.
didn't throw too
Right there.
much there.
Oh, no. You were right on. We're guarding the double. We're guarding the double. Yep.
Well, this could be a bit of an adventure to see how much this one moves.
If he wants to
Out
take
that
one
far.
here, fine. That's okay. Just you know, just feel it, clean it. No.
If he gets some curl, he can afford this one to be heavy, I think.
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, I gotta go. It's over curling.
Just got to barely get this one over
Get
the
that
hog line.
over.
Curling, over enough.
Somebody just lost a watch.
Well, it's just barely over there. I think
That's pretty good.
that's done the job to take away the clear double.
It's a
We
lot
got some
shorter than
scoring
the line.
updates
The
now.
line's
The
really good.
second end is over on sheet D.
Good sweep.
Padalero gets 2 back. That ties the score at 2 against Chris from Nutmeg. On sheet C, Enixon and his bunch get a single. That ties the
really
score
goes.
at 1 against Citrini from Utica.
That's good, bro. It's a lot higher than we wanted to, but at least it's on
Take
line.
out. Gotta hit nose.
Here comes the hammer in the
whoa,
second
whoa,
end.
whoa.
Looks
Way
a little
wide,
heavy
way
and
wide.
definitely wide.
Carl Anderson, the vice skip, just trying to will it over.
Is he going to get a piece of one of them at least?
No, it's going to flash again. Tough break. That's a steal of 2 for Brennan in the second. That makes the score 3-0. Schenectady over Plainfield.
Good job. Good job.
They are 10 ends. The Skimia Miley rink game has finished their second end. They have not hung the score yet. Once they do, we will let you know what's going on with that game. That's the D event finals.
I know I'm certainly keeping especially an eye on that one. My buddy James Quinton from Nutmeg out there on the ice, wearing the number 37 today.
Get it in. Get it in. Safe shot. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. It's good. All the way. All the way. All the way in. Ah. Good try.
Nose it. Normal. Yep. All right, guys. Yes. Hurry. Hurry. That's fine.
You comfortable coming at this? Okay. Normal.
Comes Rob Cleese cleaning off the stone by picking it up way off the ground. Very unconventional. I haven't really seen anyone else do that.
Yeah, we've seen a couple people here from this club. The legendary Casey McGrath, I know, would do that as well.
Kind of makes me just wince a little bit. I just want to make sure they don't drop the thing.
Stay with it. Up. Good shot, Rob.
There's a hit for Rob Cleese.
So pretty content to trade hits here in the early going.
Come down to it.
This is Carl Anderson from Plainfield throwing the second stone. His second stone in number 3.
Line's good, guys.
I'm just concerned, period.
Go.
Weight's way down
All
on
right,
this
leave
one.
it, leave it, leave it, leave it then. Leave it.
Line was certainly there, but yeah, it's just not enough weight.
Go ahead.
Again, still waiting for them to hang the score on sheet A. Once they do, we'll let you know.
Put them even with each other.
That's the Skimmy rink from Nutmeg and Miley from Broomstones. Here's Jeff Howells, the second for Team Brennan, throwing his first stone.
A little bit of a challenge there trying to work the ice, given that he throws... no, he doesn't. Never mind. I thought he threw left-handed, and I just realized I completely crossed myself up.
It's
Okay.
That one's going to sit in the back 4.
Pretty good weight there.
Good throw.
Come down to it.
Nice weight on that hit, kid. Perfect.
It's like Mr. Burns wants them to draw down to that. Comes Mark Adams with his first stone in the third
Whoa. Got a lot of room. We're not on it.
One's not really moving
We're
now.
outside.
It's pretty heavy, too.
Yeah.
Heavy and wide.
That's going to flash through the house.
And you know what they say. Never be light and narrow, never be wide and heavy.
Scott Brennan looking to capitalize on that miss by the Plainfield rink. Here goes Jeff Howells with his second stone of the third end.
Whoa, Rob, don't touch that.
Still tied
Not yet.
at
Stay close.
2 on sheet D. Once the third end concludes,
It's right down to
we'll
it.
let you know.
It's there already.
Weight's pretty good on this one. He's just going to get just a slight tap on that.
It's fine.
Brennan sitting
Just bump it
3.
back a little bit. Throw about the same. Throw the same weight. Same weight.
Kind of surprised a little bit. I think at this point, Scott Burns may want to have his team throw more draws that are just going to sit in the front and just really give himself more rocks of his own in play to work with here.
Yeah, he's got still plenty of house to work with.
I don't really like the call for the same kind of weight. That kind of weight is going to just put it right through the house. That seemed like a lot of room.
Yes.
Oh, he's narrow. Anderson and Festerling working really hard to hold that line.
And light.
And they are way past it.
Yeah.
That's going to settle to the left side of the 8-foot, sitting third shot.
Well, he's got it behind guard at least.
3.
They've hung the score on sheet A. Broomstone steals 1 in the second. That makes the score 2-0 Broomstone's Miley's rink over the Nutmeg Club, Skimia.
Looks bigger. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. No. Hard.
Yeah, this one looks heavy again.
That's going to settle into the 4-foot as well, just piling them up in that 4-foot.
I think Scott's got pretty much no choice but to take some of those out. He's got a double set up for him right there.
Peel.
Yep, that's the call.
Should have had to sweep that.
Peel.
Puts his hand to his head, going for the big weight there.
Dan Festerling in the hack, takes a deep breath, and he's ready to fire.
Yes.
Gave that one a shove on his release there.
He sure did.
Hurry, guys. Hurry.
Mark and Carl trying
Just
to
wants
hold
to get
that
a piece of
line.
one.
He's going to get 1. He's going to chip 1 out.
He was very fortunate to get that one there.
Yeah, nice sweeping there by Mark Adams
In
and
tribute to
Carl
Bobby
Anderson
Travis,
to hold that
my
line,
kingdom
because that
for
was
guard
falling
right
off.
now. I mean, I'll take up here.
Scott looking for a guard again.
It's funny, it felt like they couldn't get away from the guard in the first end. Now here they can't buy one in the third.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great point.
He's real tight. You gotta
Yeah,
go.
he's really tight. Agreed.
Sure is.
Yeah, we're going down for this right now. Go up, up. Yep. Wait, whoa. Stop.
This one's coming over too much now.
Scott trying to egg it on. That's really moving over.
Yeah, that's not really going to do anything to help him out.
Still can't get his guard.
Normal. Yeah, I don't. Not the way I drew mine up.
Dan Fessler another chance to hit some more granite out of the 4-foot.
If he throws normal weight at this, he can get the double, but he's going to lose the shooter if this one just kind of hangs out there and catches it
But it's okay.
at maybe like about a 35-degree angle or so.
Good shape.
Don't think we have an over-under yet. We're going to try to keep it as low as we possibly can.
Whoa!
Yeah, we did have a moment last broadcast where suddenly we had to up the rating to PG-13 after one.
Yes!
Funny thing is Nick realized it and apologized as soon as he said it.
Oh, good for him.
Well, he gets the one there.
Gets the one, but leaves his shooter wide open for a hit.
The roll is going to be really important after this hit here from Scotty. If he just leaves it right there where it is, it's a pretty easy double. He's got to roll this one over towards the red third shot rock right now.
Just come in normal.
Hey, we got a scoring update on sheet D. It appears that the Paladeros rink steals one in the third, and now they're up 3-2 against Chris from Nutmeg.
Come back.
Little bobble on the delivery there from Scotty. Maybe looking to get a little outside roll here.
Just not much.
That's not bad. That's better than just hitting and sticking right there on the nose.
Yeah, if he had stuck it on the nose, I think the angle would have been there for an easier double. But that's looks like with Scott still going to eye up here.
Yeah.
Or do you think it's just kind of hard to tell her?
No, I think he's. I think he's
looking at the
definitely
shot
looking at the
stone?
double. It's there. He's got to hit the. He's got to hit second shot fairly thin and then come over at an angle to take the shot rock out. Kind of like an in-off, basically.
Scoring update on sheet A. The third end is concluded. Skimming gets one in the third. That makes the score 2-1. Broomstones at the Miley rink over Nutmeg Skimming rink.
Down the outside edges. That was a double. Good field goal there.
Yeah. Yep.
That's Scott Burns calling for a sweeper to sweep, and there they go.
Yes!
He's got one. That's probably all he's going to get. I think he's going to be
Too
nose
thick.
or a little over.
Yep.
Yeah, gets a good nose there.
Just gotta go.
Scott Brennan just wants to get rid of it. If he can get a little roll over, that's fine too.
Little more. Little more.
It'd be really nice if when he rolls his shooter over to the far side of the house away from the shot rock to practically take away any chance of Scott Burns to try and double him. Here goes Scott Brennan with his final stone of the third end.
Yep.
Even a nose would be okay here, though.
I think that's what he's going to get. Nope. He's going to spill away. Ooh.
Well, he's sitting 1-2. That's a little tougher double just sitting straight on. He's got to hit this a little off, but the other tough thing is he's got to keep the shooter around to score a deuce.
Yeah, Scott Brennan just saying that was a little bit of a bonus. I don't think he was expecting it to roll over and practically cover the shot stone.
It's a good bonus roll. I mean, we really wanted nose, but we'll take that.
What do we need for T?
It's as if he's hearing exactly what we're saying.
I want to know. Yeah.
All right.
I think since like given that ice, of course Scott's going to try and draw for a single.
I don't think so. If I didn't roll that far, double's there for 2.
Yeah, Scott again, yeah, making a good point here. Scott Brennan, that is.
Right.
And here we go. This is Scotty Burns, his final stone in the 3rd end, looking to draw
fuck
against
guys.
2.
It's not there.
Sweepers are on this all the way. Scott is saying it's not there.
They're trying their hardest.
Come on! Sweep it hard! Wait! Come on! Double kick! Come on!
And he leaves it short of the top 12. That's another steal of 2 for Scott Brennan and his crew from the Schenectady Curling Club. That makes the score 5-0 through 3. There is another Carl Innocent, but his is with an E.
Sorry, kid.
So remember now, we're playing 10 ends here, so a 5-point lead isn't as insurmountable as if you were playing 8 ends. So I think it's up just for Scott Burns and his team to get their composure back, try to get their 2, and work from there.
Yeah, it's really not actually that bad. They can still trade 2 for 1 the rest of the way,
Yeah.
and take it to an 11th, and only have to steal in the 11th end. They can pick up deuces in 4, 6, 8, and 10,
No need to
and
panic.
make it 8-8 going into the 11th. So.
Hey, we got a scoring update on sheet C. The Potomac rink, skipped by Steven Enixon, steals 1 in the 3rd, making the score 2-1. Potomac over Utica through 3.
Yeah, Dan, that is a good point. 10 ends scheduled. I've been in one of these 10 enders before, and we shook after 8. Then again, we had played 17 earlier in the day prior to it.
Well, looking hot. No.
Control. It's fine. What do you want to throw? Control or normal? Just throw. Okay, just throw your normal. Okay.
Scotty managing his team there, just telling him to throw his normal. Leads aren't often called to throw up-weight hits, that's for sure.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Usually if you've got a lead who can throw good control weight, that's all you need as far as hitting from them.
Go, 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 go. Oh, wow, that moved.
That sure did. It seems like soon as Scott had him come off the broom, it took a dive away.
Man, that just dove.
Yep.
So Scott Burns getting lucky to get a rare miss here from the Schenectady rink. He's going to need to capitalize. He's going to call a draw to the outside of the house. Here's Carl Anderson throwing his 2nd stone here in end number 4.
Got a bend.
Looks like this one's a little heavy.
Sure does.
And I'm not sure how much he can use the backing on this one, the way that this one's curling away.
I think that's going to flash through. Scott Brennan is going to say what it will. And it will.
Yeah.
Trading flashes there. So the call again is the hit. Jeff House is going to try to get rid of that stone in the top 12.
Might just want to keep this one clean.
Yep. It's close.
He's going to get the hit. Shooter's going to spill a little bit. Is it going to crash on that guard or that back 12? It is. Both shots
I don't
fall
think he's
out.
concerned about that.
No.
In fact, he'd rather have that one out of play and not give Scott Burns anything to freeze on.
Come top,
Sure.
top 4.
Excellent point there, Mike. Here comes Dan Festerling in the second for Scott Burns in his Plainfield rink.
Okay. Switch. Up. I'm not gonna bury.
Mark draws to the 4-foot, but leaves it wide open, or mostly open, for Jeff Howells to hit.
Yeah, Scotty couldn't really get in there fast enough to say, give me the hit, control.
Yep.
Sweepers on this one pretty much all the way.
And hold it.
Not anymore.
Go ahead. Way over.
Roll over to the center.
Should have kept you on it.
Scott here deciding what to do. He wants to come down to it.
Top 4.
Stay up. It's all clear.
Got
Here
to
goes
bend,
Mark
guys.
Adams, his second stone.
Got to bend.
He's looking to throw
Gotta
top
bend.
4.
Got to bend.
Now it's coming in there.
It's a lot heavier than that.
Needs to
Well.
slow down, though.
Coming looking good. Looking
Yeah, I
good.
got you.
Just a little heavy.
Ticked mine a little, so you
Okay,
can put it where you
not
want.
too shabby. Just a little bit more separation, I think, than he wanted, but
I like the control that we got going on right now.
Another one in. Yep. Put it in here up high, okay? Top 8.
Scott playing this one over to the straighter side here. Just happy to have this hit weight hang out there. Oh, sweepers off.
it's going to jam.
Yeah, kind of went back and forth on that one.
Yeah, go.
Take this out. Control.
Scott's able to hit this one and either hit it on the nose or flop it over to the right-hand side. He's looking to just be trading some open hits for his 2.
2 is all you need right here. You're only down 5-0. You don't need to do anything crazy to go and pick up 3. There's a lot of game left. Just putting a deuce up is good enough here.
It's going to hit the inside.
He's going to lose the shooter.
Stone, he sure is. Well, it's got a piece.
Didn't know which one to go
Well,
for.
we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, that control.
Worry about that later.
like, Bykowski?
Well, I'd say just you're up 5-0. I'd just go for the hit. I wouldn't even mind if I go and lose the shooter here. You know, just keep things simple for myself. I'm up 5-0. Plenty of time. I know that I've got a team where we can make hits. They've been making them all weekend. Just kind of stick to that, really. You know, a freeze is a really tough shot. You're probably opening yourself up to more trouble. You've got to have the weight and the line pretty much perfect. Otherwise, you might be basically just gifting them another point.
Yeah, excellent point.
Can't score them if you don't have them. Get rid of it.
What's the shot?
Get rid of it. Control.
Jimmy, sheet C, we've got a 2-1 advantage by Enixon. They're through 3 ends. They're wrapping up their 4th. What do we got here? I think Steven has 1 more stone.
Yeah, it looks like Citronity there is sitting 1 there in the 3rd end, in the 4th end, excuse me.
Never.
So once that end concludes, we'll get you the score there.
Got to curl over just a little more. Oh, he flashed it.
Flashed it. Burns needs to capitalize here. That was
I here. Or here.
I think that was a little heavy. I might have confused by all that call. Sorry about that.
I like that.
the 4th end is concluded on sheet D. Chris from Nutmeg takes a 4-3 lead over Padalera from Peter's hand.
Got a lot of room. Lot of room. Just make sure it's top 8. I'll count in the yellow. Yeah.
Well, that pretty much does the trick there for Scott Burns.
Sure does.
It's 2 there. Very long double to try to make here.
We can go here, it might go, or we can go here and it might go. I feel like right there. All right. Sorry about that last time. I talked too much. I was just going through a lot. Normal.
Good shot.
I'm not sure if Scotty was apologizing for the last rock or what. It sounded like he was almost apologizing for the last end for talking too much. I don't see the problem there. You stole another 2.
Nope. Your goal is just to score points. Doesn't necessarily matter how you do it, as long as it's in the spirit of curling, of course.
Well,
There's one.
There's one.
That's good enough.
Shooter spills away. It's going to stick around at the 12-foot.
Yeah, but again, those 2 are sitting there out counting the little biter over there on the side, and I might just keep this to a manageable 2 as opposed to a tougher 3 here for Scott Burns.
it's okay.
And that's the call.
Maybe a little heavy.
Same thing. So it's like 60. Yeah. Just the top 8, the same shot, If we can bury it, great, but if not, then.
Here comes Scott Burns.
Yeah. Can't hurt it. Can't hurt it.
Looks really light. They're going to drag it as far as they can, but I'd be lucky it's going to be a 3 guard.
Come on, Danny. You can drag it.
here.
Yeah, that gives Scott Brennan an
guys.
opportunity to draw behind that. That really
From here,
changes the
that's
outcome
great.
of the end
There's
here.
no difference between
What
here
was the
and
time, Mark?
I mean, here is,
I
whatever,
don't even
just
know what the time was.
somewhere
up
down
there.
here.
78.
Yeah, let's not make it more complicated than what it is. A little less.
Getting a
Not-
quick
we're
look
not
over
even
on
here
sheet
right now.
D. Looks like score is 4-3 right now in favor of, I believe,
right,
it's
we
that,
Nutmeg.
in favor of
Nutmeg.
Chris from Nutmeg. Yep. And then over on sheet 1, it looks like Nutmeg's also put up a steal of 2 to take a 3-2 lead now over Broomstones.
Scott Brennan and Hack ready to throw his final stone of the 4th end. Look at the draw behind that accidental guard that Scott Burns put up just to the left of center.
The accidental guard. That almost sounds like it should be like a band name or something.
Yep, gotta go for mine.
Hey, I think we got a steal of 1 over on sheet C. That's going to make the score
Whoa.
3-1. Potomac over Citrini from Utica.
Damn it.
That looks really hot.
Wait's a little hot here,
All right,
yeah.
boys.
Carl's going to try and sweep that out. I think it's going to go right through the house, and it does.
Fun. All right.
So Scott's at least guaranteed 1 point
For now.
for now.
Now, I'll say that said, I have full confidence that he'll be able to put a second one in there, take 2, and
That makes 2 of them.
not have to worry about anything.
Aim for 60.
It really made sense his try in the first end there.
Sure.
I thought. I know we had a little bit of debate here on the chat as far as
Yeah.
his
he
play in the
said.
first end.
But it was, like we had discussed, it was a high risk, high reward shot. I mean, you'd rather be having 4. 4 is great to have. Giving up 1, it happens. So anyway, here comes Scott Burns for the hammer in the 4th. He's looking to throw, just get most of the 12-foot. I'll count that yellow stone on the right side. Carl Anderson coming out with the other sweepers for weight.
Yeah.
Again, it looks really light.
All the way.
We're
Gotta
trying
worry
our
about the
hardest to
line,
get
too.
there. Sure.
Oh, they've got it. No
They
problem
got-
at all.
you got it.
No
That's
problem.
All right.
Good
That's a
guys.
draw for 2. Scott Burns takes his deuce.
Yeah, piece of the button. No problem.
That makes the score now 5-2 through 4 ends here in our A event final at the Francis Dykes Memorial Bonspiel.
Nice shot, kid.
Killing my sweepers.
Nice shot.
Nice sweep in there by Mark Adams and Dan Vesterling with Carl Anderson coming in there to help.
Hopefully that will get the jitters out.
Good shot.
Thanks. Guard.
Carl Anderson throwing lead stones for Scott Burns here in the 5th. We just said Scott Burns took a 2 in the 4th now. It's 5-2 through 4 ends.
Oh, looking good, looking good. Yeah. That's good. No, that's good guard. I like that.
Over here.
About a 2-3 guard there from Carl Anderson.
It's not a really good spot for a corner guard, I don't think. You go right here, maybe. T-line. We love to make it more complicated than what it is.
I don't know what his, I know
I'm
what his
surprised
foot
to
was.
see Scott calling for the corner guard here. Up 5-2. I kind of think just try to draw right behind the one that Scott Burns' team just put right up there, and kind of take charge here. Really, anything you can do if you can take 2 with the hammer anywhere along the line, then that's going to be a big difference. You can't really just let Burns go deuce, deuce, deuce the rest of the way.
I don't even know where I wanted, to be honest with you.
Well, there we go. That explains it.
Between the hog line and the back line.
That's going to be a memorable moment for time to come.
Carl Anderson with his second stone here in end number 5.
Line's coming in really nicely here.
Sure is. It finished really,
Just got to
really
slow down,
beautifully.
though. Got to dig in.
And it's going to come to the other side of that guard. Sitting
Yeah.
in the, just the beginning of the back 8.
Right here.
Just a little too heavy, but really close on that one.
Yeah. That was finishing beautifully.
Yes.
Rob Cleese ready to go. Saves his toe in the ice once again.
It's got to be in the house.
Do you think they make steel-tipped curling shoes? I hope they do for his case.
I think Ken Ray, Ice Master Supreme, would not approve of this. I think he put this one out a bit wide, and this one is not going to come back.
Go, Scott, go. Go, sweep, Scott, sweep. Go, Scott.
That's out. Top 8. Top 8.
That's a Scott Burns. Wow, that's Scott Brennan whistling. That's neither of us.
I was going to say, can we leave a songbird out there on the ice? Where the heck is that coming from?
Wide. He's got to come back. Line's looking good. Yeah,
Now
yeah.
it's coming, and now they can sweep this one.
Yeah. Hurry.
There you go. That one's going to finish pretty well.
That's right where he wanted it.
Very nice shot.
Great shot there by Mark Adams.
Plainfield definitely fighting back here in the towards the end of the 4th and into the 5th end.
Normal.
Jeff Howells, the second for Scott Brennan and his Schenectady team, ready to throw his first stone.
This is what you gave me that ended up on the center line.
It's going to crash onto the guard.
That's all right.
Yes, wait. Yeah, hard. Up, up.
Scott wants to put it right back.
Great shot, Jeff.
Sweepers are going to have to wait quite a while for this one to move all the way back over. Got to have good weight on this one to start off. It's a lot of ice.
Then yeah, bring it. Let's go.
Now they can get on it.
Yeah,
Sweepers got to pull this one over as far as they can just to try to get the line.
As far as they'll go.
That one's going to come pretty close.
That's good.
Not quite all the way. Not too bad, though.
Kind of committed to the peel game.
So let's see which one of these Scott wants to try to make a play on. You can see most of that middle rock.
Same
A
shot.
little bit less of the back one.
Yeah,
And
same as
instead,
last.
he's just going to clear that guard out of the way right now. Could get a double out of this.
Stay close. Yep, gotta go. Oh, that curled a lot. Shot, curled a lot.
Good. Yes. Yes. All the way. How's the weight?
Well, he's completely opened up the shot rock there in the back, but Shooter and Red have moved over to the center line, and so right now it's still Burns sitting 2.
This? I like this.
Dan Festerling getting set here to throw his first vice rock in this 5th end. With how long he was waiting to throw, I was almost wondering if he was waiting for Joe Rockenbach to come right back here in the booth.
That was very polite of him.
Yeah, yeah. Up, 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 up.
Go down, yes, yes. Hold it, come on, guys. Ah.
Normal.
They've gone over to the 5th end break over on sheet D and tack on a steal of 3 now to make it at the half 7-3. That score in favor of
the
Chris
ring
from Nutmeg.
Gotta go.
So they are going strong after I think it's a solid 16 or 17 ends of curling prior to this game.
Take our yellow over. Take the yellow over. Oh my God.
Yeah, bumper anyhow, yeah.
Don't know what would be better for them if they could get a nap or a cup of coffee.
You want to tap up?
Well, if you gave me a 7-3, it doesn't matter how tired I am, you give me a 7-3 lead with 5 ends to go, I'll be pretty happy.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Winning cures all ills.
Here's Dan Festerling, the vice skip for the Brennan rink. I mean, for the for the Burns rink.
Where is it? Yeah, yeah. Up.
Just wants this one to sit right where it is.
That's fine.
Nice
He's
line
got
there.
them both well protected now.
Wow, that's a really nice guard by Dan Festerling.
And with the hammer, Scotty Brennan's got to think about getting rid of those top guards now.
Just, yeah, like Brian Damon says, just hit something. This is Dan Miller's second toss here in the 5th end.
Yep.
Rocks away.
It's come out narrow, but this could work in his favor, actually.
Hard.
Might be able to get both of them.
Take it over.
Thins the one. Not
Ah,
quite
nice.
getting the other guard.
It's about right.
Alrighty. Hey, we get the 5th end break on sheet A. Broomstones steals 2 in the 5th, making the score
What did he just throw?
5-3. Broomstones, the Miley rink over Skimia and the rest of his team from Nutmeg.
Yep. 80.
Oh, you want it in?
No. Yeah, yeah. 80. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's throw an 80.
Not in bad shape.
Yeah, just same spot, really. Yeah.
Got access. Still got this
Scott's looking to put that guard right back.
Looking for about a 380 split. That's reasonably, that's pretty reasonably fast ice for here.
Weight looks good.
1-2
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fine
Yeah,
as
no,
long as they
no,
get
no.
it over.
Go, go.
It's all about
Go,
the
go.
line now as this one is coming back.
All the way.
Got to bring this one over as far as they can to the center.
That's got a ways to
It's
go.
not going to get there. Now the second shot is completely exposed there.
You know, Scott could double that too.
Little damage control.
You really have to hit it right with the right amount of weight, but it's certainly there.
Yeah, the double's there if he comes from, throws the out turn and comes over that way, comes just a little bit across the nose. Then he's got them both. Could be going for the Derek Circa-esque. Take this one out. Double's okay too.
Damage control.
The double is always okay.
Damage control.
Just play a guard. Okay.
Sounds like Scotty's talking
Yeah,
about
just if
damage
it's light.
control here.
If you don't think it's through, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, get the back. Yeah, yeah. Get a roll, get a roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Roll.
Here comes Scott Brennan with his first stone in the fifth.
Yep.
Looking to hit some.
Take it over! Take it over!
He's going to get one. He's going to bury some of it. Not a lot, though.
Yeah, Scott Burns is going to be able to see about half of this one.
Sorry.
Maybe a little, actually probably, yeah, coming out of that side of the hack, he's going to see a little bit more than half of it. So.
Yeah, because if we leave it short, we'll you know, put it up top.
Certainly not a bad position there if he does leave it short, but looks like he's just going to try and draw behind that red guard on the left. Just to outcount Scott's shooter.
Yeah, Shot Rock's in a pretty good position right now. Scotty Brennan's going to have a hard time getting to that one.
Absolutely.
I'm going to try to draw the other side of the 4 foot
Especially
behind
why
cover.
he wanted that one to come over just a bit
if we
more
leave it
around
short,
the
we'll
guard
steal
so
it,
that
we'll
he'd
put it there.
have more
But if
room.
not,
Right
we'll
now,
put
he
the,
can't
the
really,
guard up.
he can't draw down to it, he can't tap it back either.
Through the port. Okay.
I don't like
The reason
fact
being,
that
if we
they're
put the
telling
guard
us
up,
to
they'll
take
just
5 minutes
try to draw around the
fit
outside.
that break.
So
And they're not mopping.
this might be able to, if we leave it perfect, we'll be able to cut that off too.
Because now all what's going to happen is we're going to build frost. It's going to be super slow.
And you can hear the discussion right there as far as why he's going for the draw. Just if he takes out the yellow one, then he's just going to open up the draw right there to the back.
Might be a little light.
Good thinking there.
Play the guard.
Get it to the center line.
Yeah.
Put it on the center line, Carl.
Easy. Yeah. Come on, center line. Gotta be easy. Easy.
This one's coming in nicely. Got to get it in there. Well, he's taking away the draw on the other side
Took
at
the
this
draw
point.
away. Yeah, he did leave it high. Remember you said before he threw the stone, if he leaves it high, he's happy with that. Rock's well placed.
So as we get a
I think if we throw draw weight, we can get to this.
well, Joe, what do you think here?
Ooh, boy.
But
So-
it's still a catcher.
Well,
right?
now I can't see because Mike Dobbs is in the way.
Yes, that darn Michael Dobbs.
It's gonna curl
He's
3
only
feet.
the organizer of the event.
No way.
I
Yeah.
think he gets the right to stand wherever
It's more of a
he
catcher
wants.
this way. But it's a tighter port.
Guards might not have folded.
Scotty's looking at trying to make a play on that back
He
one.
threw him. The guards couldn't have all been there.
He could try to throw way off to the right side and draw to the back there. I wouldn't mind actually throwing what they had done in the early ends of this game and come out to put the broom way out to the left and just draw to go and get about half on the 4 foot
need it a
or
little
a little more than that.
I think that's what Rob Cleats was looking at, the lead for Schenectady.
They haven't really thrown any rocks out there this end,
Yeah.
but they've seen enough where they should have an idea as far as how the ice is behaving and hopefully get a good split here.
And that's what they're going to do.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Every good skip needs to have that draw to the 4 foot right there in their back pocket because you're going to need it plenty of times.
Make it good, boys.
She's saying, Scott's saying he'll get it as far as he can. It's up to the sweepers to finish it into the 4-foot. Here comes Scott Brennan with his last stone in the 5th end. Looking to touch 4.
Whoa.
They feel like it's light, but it's got a curl too.
Not a shot.
And Scotty's turned away in disappointment. He knows that that one's not going to come back enough. Wasn't so much the weight as much as just that one really didn't curl, and they really, sweepers could not get on that one early on.
Yeah. That's a steal of 1.
So good.
So we are at the break. Scott Brennan from Schenectady, 5. Scotty Burns
So
from
they have a
Plainfield,
fight now, right?
3.
We do the 5th end fight.
Again, this is the A event final of the 74th annual Francis Dykes Memorial Bonspiel. Before we also concluded the 5th break, we also have a 5th end break on sheet C.
We regroup.
The Utica ring gets a single in the 2nd, but they are down 1, 3-2 to Potomac and Stephen Enoch's in.
The patty. Use the patty.
Wow, we have 165 people on the
Yeah, a
chat. I
couple
want to
misses
thank
there.
everyone for tuning in today on this lovely Sunday afternoon here in Laurel, Maryland. I think it's pretty safe to say it's been a mightily successful tournament here for the club. So again, thanks everyone for checking us out. 2 weeks from now, we're going to be hosting another Bonspiel. That's our signature spring Bonspiel, the Cherry Blossom. We've got 32 teams competing from Ontario down to Texas. We'll be webcasting that as well on www.curldc.org. So if you're not playing in it, be sure to come and check it out and watch.
We're calm, guys. You got it.
Play hard for the deuce. Yeah, it did. I think I just threw it out there.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't know what to say to
I
him.
should have put your
I don't know
first
what
rod.
to do, but I need him back.
Center line.
I know. I don't know if I
Your
should.
first one?
He really likes that center drop on the pin.
I have a method to my madness, and I keep telling him, you gotta trust me.
Well, I put that one off to the side, and then I was like, oh, let's go over here.
Not only that, I wanted, I don't need to do anything with that yellow until the last once to get that counter. You know what I mean? Like, as long as they only have that one there, and, you know, depending on how it all plays out, I want to protect our one for counters.
Playing all that bad. A few shots here, they could be way up.
Yeah, I know. The first end was tough. I just didn't, you know, the faster
Usually
ice
at the
just
end of
didn't
a
get the
fifth
curl
end,
that I
during a fifth end
expected
break,
from
they'll
earlier
lock.
games. So now, you know, I'm adjusting and we're getting back on it. So.
So right now it's building a frost play. So it'll slow down just a little bit, just for the first couple of shots. They'll be fine. No, they'll take 2 or 3 shots. All right, guys. Play hard for the deuce.
I know, we're good. We're back in this. We're back in this.
We just keep stealing and
Yeah.
win.
We got the momentum now. We got the momentum now. We put up our guard. We play our steal game.
You got way better. Just stay
Yeah.
balanced. You got way better.
Yeah. Yeah, he wins either way. He said his club wins, you know. Either,
Why
so.
were you 210 slow again, Carl? It's a win.
I think the chatter between them is more
Regardless,
entertaining than us.
5 more ends. Benedict Arnold.
Yep. The man with no home, though.
Maybe that's 2 votes. Could be the fool.
We're actually playing on
neither
time.
one claims him.
So, Pikers looks like a little bit of a momentum shift, like we had said earlier after the third end.
They got to throw first, though.
As long as Scott Burns kept his composure, being in a 5-0 hole,
Speaking of Mr. Anderson,
he'd be in decent shape. I mean, obviously he's still down 2 at the halfway point, but it's safe to say it's still anybody's game.
Oh, absolutely. 5-3 is,
Yeah,
this is exactly what he needed to do. He really needed not just get on the board, but I thought get a deuce in the 4th end, and even if he forced Brennan to just 1 in the 5th, he'd be fine just being able to go and trade 2 for 1. Getting the steal was really an added bonus, and now it's really game on.
Absolutely. All right, well, they're done with their 5th end break, so we will get back to the action once the lead for Plainfield. Carl Anderson throws his first stone.
that's usually what you
Hey,
do.
we crossed 170 people
That's
now in
what
the
you do at
chat.
5-end break.
That's a lot by. I think our personal best I think was about 125, 130. So seeing 170 today is just something. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, I think
Thanks
that's about
again.
double the number that we had for the draw just before this one. I think we were got up to at least 80. So
The same as the first end ice.
All right, here we go. Here's Carl Anderson with his first stone in the 6th.
Whoa. I think it's going to stop. All right.
just leaving a tight guard up there.
Just clean it the whole way.
But they need to sweep it, though.
Just a light clean. Take a look. Take a look.
Scotty Brennan calling for his front end to take a look. Front enders are saying we are looking. It needs sweeping.
Come on. Full 12. Okay.
Now that Rob gets to that, finishes with a stone, I want to bring in the event coordinator, Michael Dobbs, who wants to talk to us a little bit. Remember, this is an all-volunteer club. So here at the National Capital Curling Center, we've had a lot of people come and help out this weekend. And Michael, why don't you tell us more about that?
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, David. I hear you've been doing a great job.
Thanks.
And just so everybody on the internet knows, these guys are volunteers too. This is, as Joe said, an all-volunteer organization. Everything we do is done by volunteers, from the ice maintenance to replacing the light bulbs to cooking to sweeping the floors. Everything we do is by volunteers. And it would be a travesty if I didn't take time to mention that we've had over 90 different people help out to make this event happen, putting in countless numbers of hours. And there are a few people who deserve special mention here on this broadcast. I couldn't name them all because I would be here till the end of the game.
Well, it's only 90. You can surely get through 90 in an end.
I'm not sure I can remember all those names off the top of my head, but I've got a few of them. So in the kitchen, we really need to thank Lisa, Mo, and George. They were fantastic. The food is amazing. You guys need to do Bonspiel food. And helping them out especially a lot were Tim Harwood, Richard Chin, Michael Fry, Linda Murphy, and Brandon Corrali. I know I personally need to thank Bill McDonald for keeping this place looking amazing, helping out whenever I needed him. Ken Ray, our master ice technician, Jim Donofrio, Jason Kasperek, and Howard Griffin for all doing an amazing job with the ice. and all the volunteers that supported them. We have so many people that help out. FL took care of our bar for this event. She was amazing, supported by Melvin and Courtney and Chip and Brandon and all the other volunteers who helped out at the bar. I know they made this event unique. It was fantastic. Also in the kitchen, Kathy Carr, Enrique, and Liz, they were just there to make it happen. And I need to give a special thank you to Heather Skolke and Tan Humora for this webcast. Heather has been here behind the scenes, clicking the buttons, switching the cameras, and doing a great job. I think she's been here for more than half of the games.
Oh, goodness.
I think it's a lot more than that.
That's good. That's fine.
And Todd, he's a sound engineer with our club. He donated his time to help design this amazing sound system. And I think you'll agree with me, it kicks butt.
I really think that what we're able to do now, that we can hear conversations that are going on out there on the ice between skips and players and talking strategy, it really adds a huge dimension to the broadcast.
We actually kind of know what's going on.
Yeah.
So once again, I want to thank everybody that helped out. Thank you from the Potomac Curling Club. Thank you from the National Capital Curling Center. Thank you from Laurel, Maryland and Prince George's County. They all help support us. And be sure, if you're part of a curling club, make the choice. Be part of your curling club. It is rewarding, I can tell you. I spent 5 days here, almost nonstop, and it's been a blast. So thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you for everyone for curling, and I hope you have a wonderful finish of the season.
And Michael, I want to say thank you very much for all the effort that I know you've put in to lead the organization for this event, because I know that it's been probably at least a couple of months of every single day putting in work to know what needs to be done, who needs to be doing what, getting things organized, writing it all down, keeping track of everything that's going on to make 40 teams in the curling world is a huge Bonspiel, at least in this country.
Thank you. And I'll tell you, when I stepped into this role, I thought I knew what I was doing. I had no idea.
And that's why we saw you bowing down before Michael Fry earlier, I believe, right?
Oh, yes. Mr. Fry is the cherry blossom. He's wonderful. We owe lots of people lots in thanks that we can never truly repay. So I'm going to let you guys get back to curling.
Great. Thanks a lot, Michael. All right, we still got a game going on here. Let's see what's going on with the sixth end between Scotty Burns and Scott Brennan.
Well, Scott Brennan's got a couple of Yellow Rocks split in the house. He's in pretty good shape right now with the hammer.
Nice split house here. Here comes Jeff Howells.
Anywhere in the house. Looks hot. Whoa, looks hot. Looks hot. Whoa!
If this one's hot, he might be able to play a tap back or a split and do well for himself here. Just like that. Nicely done. Nicely called.
Come down to it.
And again, we see, looking at Vice Rocks here, you've got Scott Burns just with that one that's sitting way over there next to the sideline. Not really any use for that. And 3 that are sitting back in the garage, so not really anything to work with.
Where is it? Yeah, line.
Trying to draw this one right on top of the shot rock sitting there on the mostly back butt.
Yeah.
Waits a little bit down.
Got a viewer asking for an update on
over
sheet
curling.
D.
Do not switch, even if he tells you to.
Chris wound up stealing 3 in the 5th to make the score
Like right on the edge of it.
7-3
Right here?
over Padler and Peter's hand.
Unless you think you can put it through.
You're almost nervous every time you say that,
I
aren't
am.
you?
I am.
You're afraid that you're going to screw it up.
like
I don't
it right
want to
here.
offend the good people of the town. Mucking up a name.
Where is it? Gotta go. Yep, gotta go.
Rob and Jeff working really, really hard here on this stone thrown by Dan Muller. That's going to settle in front of that red stone in the 12-foot. Guarding that run back hit.
Come down to it.
Scott wants to draw down to that rock just behind the tee line.
Where is it?
The rock's got to come over. It's hanging out quite a bit.
Outside.
That's also going to wind to want to skid into the back 8. And it does. Scott Brennan sitting with 1 here in the getting a good bunch of the button.
I don't want to. We can go here and here. But he's just going to kind of throw the draw again. Spoon right here.
The thing you have to be careful about throwing the draw and leaving it up there in the top 8 is that you might leave an opportunity to really get at that shot rock a lot more easily.
Sure.
I wouldn't mind. He's talking about making some sort of play on the one that's sitting in the back. I kind of like that. Even hit it, roll off to the side, roll out of the house even, and that at least leaves your others that are floating around on the 8-foot. At least one of them's going to be counting, I think. That one over there on the right side, as you see it at home, is I think that would be 3rd shot right now. So if he just gets rid of the red one in the back, that'll be sitting 2. This rock needs to curl. Needs to get off of the yellow over there on the left side.
Yep, bring it back. All the way back. All the way back.
There, it's starting to snap now really hard.
Whoa, wow, that
just
really snapped
that
a
fell
ton.
off the table.
That must have grabbed something.
That's exactly what I was thinking back here.
Right there.
It had no business grabbing that hard on its own.
It's your shot.
It just really kind of grabbed a lot of handle.
So,
Good shot.
here. We got to hit it here. We can't nose it because. Try for the double. Just on Dan's side. Just on Dan's side.
A lot of red up there.
So Scott Burns calling for the double, trying to hit off the rock that Scott Brennan just threw. It's just to hope he doesn't get that shot on the wrong angle and jam on that red.
I think he's put this one inside just a little bit on his release.
Sure has. I think that's going to crash into that center guard.
Nowhere.
And it does.
Yeah, his weight was down a little bit too.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Okay.
It's a better miss.
Hey, the Scott's sweatshirt has joined the chat.
Well, he's going to try to draw. So we can go here. I'll go
I
here.
think this goes back to the comment someone made earlier of this chat just got weird-er.
Did we get here? That's not bad because even if we go here, right? Got that catcher. Try to draw under. No, I like going under it. Take his shot away. I want to go under him.
There's some disadvantages to having this get spiked up, of course.
This is fresh.
Excuse you to whoever that was. Hey, we got a scoring update on sheet A. The Nutmeg Rink gets a 2 in the 6th. They tie it at 5 against Miley from Broomstones. That score is 5-5 through 6.
Over there on D, I can't tell where the 6 is hanging up. Yep, okay. And Nutmeg just keeps piling it on there. They've now extended their lead 8-3 over on sheet D. And I believe that is ahead of which club?
Peter's Ham. That's against that Petersham rink.
That's way light.
Try to draw. I still think we can get there. What? I think we can.
Well, that draw by Schenectady.
No, I don't want to try
put him
I just want to draw down. I just want to draw down.
I like it.
Scott Burns looking to settle into there.
No, that's what he said. He goes, well, I don't know. Oh, just let me feel it.
Go here.
Pretty tough for Scott Burns to be able to get in there. He's been a little inconsistent on the curl over on that side. There seem to be a couple of lines out there where the rock will really just run straight and glide.
Yeah, Carl's going to have a really keen eye because the line is vitally important here.
What did he just throw?
A lot more ice in it. Carl just moved the broom.
We'd rather be narrow than.
That's like backline weight. That's backline weight broom.
I just need a heavy draw to that back and to push
No,
it
it's
back.
fine.
Sit 4 or 5.
Huh? If we clip the guard and roll out, we protect ourselves from giving up a bigger end. The draw is there.
A lot of excitement here in the warm room on a nice rock by Stephen Enochson over there on sheet C.
Oh, that was a
beautiful crowd likes it.
That was a beautiful draw to the button for 2. Looking to steal. No, they got hammered, don't they? They sure do.
Yeah, he's still got another rock left.
Through a small angle port. Nice shot there by Stephen Enochson.
Come on, go.
Back to the action on sheet B.
Sweeper's on this one hard.
Up. Let it curl.
Can it get a
by that
little
red?
bit of a tick to roll over and sit? Second shot.
All right, great draw
Pretty
there by
good.
Scott Burns.
Good sweep, guys.
Good throw. I don't want to go for it.
Thank you.
Nice sweep, guys. Nice weight.
Why do we want to go for it?
So he's found a way to get himself in there to sit second.
No, I can't do that.
Is it 67?
Can he find a way
The
to
question is, if I sit on
maybe
that, is
pull off
that
another
okay?
steal here, though?
Okay. My rock ready?
This is the hammer.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, right. No.
Can't get through it.
I think we're just drawing. We're drawing for 2. Yeah. Considering they had completely open house with 3 rocks split across it, I'm okay with this result.
Well, I'm trying to give it a 1.
Yeah, me too. We'll take the hammer back, and we'll take 2 or 3 ourselves. Put ourselves back in.
Scotty Brennan coming with the hammer here.
And try to score a couple ourselves. But he might use it.
Weight seems really light, and
It's still light. It's light.
I don't think it's going to get
coming
there.
over. Yeah, it's going to lose a lot when he comes over on the yellow rock, and I don't think he's going to have enough to be able to get it to the forefoot.
Hoping to tap that in, but that's not going to happen. That's a single for Scott Brennan in the Schenectady rink. Now through 6 ends, the score is 6-3. Schenectady over Plainfield.
Sort of a do or die, so. I don't really either, to be honest.
So here we are in the 7th end, playing 10. Scott Burns down 6-3 with the hammer.
Yep.
And there could be an advantage for him to blank this end, actually. He's got the hammer in an odd numbered end. He may want to just make sure he has the hammer in the 8th, hold Scotty to 1 in the 9th, and then put another deuce on in the 10th to take it to the 11th. If he can manage to steal in there, that works pretty well too.
That applause you hear is from the hometown crowd from the Potomac Curling Club. Steven Enixon making a beautiful shot for 3. That makes the score Potomac 6, Utica 2 through 6 ends. Steven just had a really nice pair there. So again, that score is 6-2 Potomac after 6 ends.
Yep.
Scott Burns calling a center guard with the hammer. Did I miss that?
No.
If it was deeper, I would have hit off of it.
Okay, here goes Carl Anderson
Yeah.
with his first stone.
Maybe wanting to try to draw behind here.
Yeah. Freeze it to that one. Freeze it to that one.
And then he freezes it to the yellow stone in the top 12.
Well, I don't think we're going to see a blank here based on that kind of strategy.
Scoring up it on sheet D, that's another steal of 1 for Chris and his crew from Nutmeg. That makes the score 9-3 in favor of Nutmeg over Padalera from Peterson.
Top 4.
Scott wanting Carl Anderson, the lead for Plainfield, to throw his second stone to the top 4 in the center.
Okay. Well.
Yeah,
Well,
very interesting end here.
Well, we got a lot of room.
You know, kind of surprising shot calls, but
Sure.
you know, it's and the thing is, this is what you may see sometimes when you're talking about a 5 and under Bonspiel. I mean, there's you know, all kinds of different offbeat strategies that you may see, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you know, these are players who are clearly still learning. We all are.
That's for sure. Well, Carl covers most of the button with his draw. Here comes Jeff Howells, the second for Schenectady.
Whoa. Only if it really needs it. He's got a curl. Whoa, it's still falling.
That's going to hang out there.
Kind of like, I kind of like the hit and roll here.
Play a hit and roll. This, forget the chat. This shot calling just got
Control.
weird. I think I think if you really want the rock to be there, you could just simply draw one there. That
Draw
one's still
around the other
sitting
side.
pretty high up. You can draw either way that you like. Trying to play for a hit and get the right roll is definitely the hard way of going about it, and I don't know that you really gain that much.
Well, you hope that doesn't overcurl into the wrong side and
you
jam
mean
on
like
the red like what it's
overcurl
almost
here.
going to do there.
He is very fortunate.
Yeah,
on that
he really,
one.
really.
To all the Scott Burns fans out there, I appreciate your comments. Keep in mind, I also did give him the possibility of managing to, late in the last end, if you heard what I said, maybe pull off a steal despite having no rocks left to throw.
Piece of that red rock is open, so Scott Brand's going to call for Jeff to try to chip it out.
Weight's pretty good.
If he's
Gotta
able
wait
to,
for this one to move.
he's going to get it. No, he's going to just kiss it. Oh, and
no, he has the worst result of all on that
yeah,
one.
and covering more of it. Not what you want to do in a takeout, that's for sure. The complete opposite of a takeout almost. But it is partially below the tee line.
All the way! All the way, guys!
Alrighty, I gotta get the giggles out of me here and let Mark Adams throw his second throw here in end number 7.
I think he's going to throw it whether you're giggling or not.
Huh?
It's going to be well short. Not a bad result.
Well, it just guards it up that much more. They've pretty much, they know very well what's going on that side of the ice.
It should move over and we can move our chair.
All the way hard. All the way hard. Good shot. Stay with it, guys. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. That's good. Good. Get out. Not yet. Back while you wait.
Scott Brennan maybe might want to go and just simply try to get a second shot rock that's going to be close and do all he can to really hold Scott Burns to 1 here.
Yeah, holding him to 1 would be a great tactic for Brennan.
Thing is, right now, it's all it takes is just a draw to the 8-foot to do that, and he's got to really shrink that space down.
Yep.
Scott Burns will easily make the draw for a 2 if that's all he has to do.
Whoa. That's good. Yeah, go, go, go. Normal.
You want to give it a hit, roll?
This is Dan Festerling, the vice for Scott Burns, ready to throw his first stone in end number 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Go hard. Go hard.
Up.
Okay. Clear it out.
Up.
Clear it out. Oh. Clear it out. Back it up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind.
You want to throw the draw?
Scott wants Vice Skip Daniel Muller to draw down to that red stone. You know, if he makes this, like we said, a steal, giving him 1 would be fine, but a steal of 1 would certainly be better.
Sure. He's got this one pretty wide out there.
Yeah, that's got to move. Okay, well, he leaves it high.
Yeah, at that point, I'd rather just leave it high and a little bit more exposed there to set yourself up for a couple opportunities there with Skip's rocks to come. He's got enough of that, though. Scotty will probably be able to see at least half of that one.
You know, there is a way for here to get a 2 if Scott Burns maybe on his skip stones wants to tap that red on the far side of the 12-foot in.
Oh yeah, the tap back is a very good option over there.
Scoring update on sheet A. Miley gets a single in the 7th end.
Yep.
To now take a 1-point lead over Nutmeg, 6-5.
Every time you say scoring update, I feel like I'm supposed to hear like a little 7 or 8 note riff in the background to indicate that we have a score update coming.
Well, I would sing the riff, but I was told not to sing anymore during the broadcast.
It's a funky line.
Scotty's set up there looking at that angle that we were just talking about after the previous shot.
9? What was that one?
Angle run back at the shot rock. If he can make this, he'll be sitting 3.
Huh? Okay.
At that point, it could be curtains for Scott Burns.
Waiting to see what Scott Burns, Curly #1 Curly fan's going to say to that, Dave Byko. So watch out.
I am not afraid. The Plainfield fans can, you know, they can say what they want to me, to my face when I come up to visit them next weekend.
Ooh, but what do you think the sweatshirt will say? I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to the action here. We got Scott Brennan in the hack.
I like the weight he's throwing here. It's not a really big hit weight to try to make the play. Just kind of run it back.
Line's good. That's a lot of weight.
Looks more like about hack to board, but I think he's put it a little wide.
Oh, and he's going to just kiss and flash through. Yeah, you were saying earlier, Byko, about going up to the PCC Stone. I'll be going up there, too, as a competitor, looking really forward to it. This will be my first trip up there.
Mine, too.
No kidding.
Well,
right.
at least for a full-on Bonspiel. I've been up there for
MACA?
MACA events before, but this is the first time for a full weekend. And I've been told the Stone is a good time, great food, and George Shirk has told me that it is a true man's spiel.
I mean,
So let's block that shot.
Michael Fry's sticking his head in here, hearing us talk about that. You're going to be up there too, I believe. Little shout out to Bill Peskoff, who I know is listening on the broadcast as well.
Shot, though, too, if we don't get to the inside and we bump it. I think we take 2. We're still steal. No, we're 1, but let's block here and then we'll take our next one on the next one. We have the whole right side. I just want them to block them chipping us out.
Yes, line! Yes, line!
it die. Just let it die. Let it die. That's fine.
Well, with that guard up there, Scotty's going to have to figure out another option to get at the shot rock here.
Good.
So, yeah, Brian Damon and John DeYoung also saw what we saw here, that promote on the red stone. I think Scott Brennan's looking at it right now. He's going to maybe take that off. That would be a wise move. He's looking to just hold him to 1.
Well, he can do that. The problem still remains that all that Scott Burns is going to have to do is just draw to a little bit more than full 8 foot
so
to take 2. So he's got some room to work with. There's a port over there on the left side that he can work with. He could come way out to the right side and let it fall back in.
So what do you think about maybe putting a guard up there then? Taking that tap away.
I don't mind that.
They're going to be doing something.
You definitely, I would say, yeah, but definitely doing something about that tap is definitely the play to make. Scotty Brennan with his final rock here. He's just going to look to get rid of that red one.
Hey, scoring update on sheet C. Utica storming back with a 5 spot in the 7th to take a 1-point lead over Potomac and the Enixon crew, 7-6.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, he's gotten rid of the tap back, but again, Scott Burns just has tons of room. He can get to the 4 foot here.
Sure.
So,
but all he needs is just to get a larger piece of the 8 foot than that yellow one in the back.
Yeah. So 3-6. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying
3-6.
full 8, right?
3-6. What are we thinking?
Yeah. If it's fun,
Need full 8.
If it's
Let's.
fun,
We can bite the
if
4.
It's not, we'll go back.
Bite the 4 would be perfect.
Does it matter? Can we be a full 8?
They're full 8 in the back.
bite the 4 would be
So
perfect as right.
Middle of the 8 or 4.
Yeah. What are we thinking? 3-6?
Before Scott Burns throws his stone, just want to say a quick update on sheet D. Padalera and his team gets a single in the 8th, making the score 9-4. Kriz over Peterson.
Hurt it. Can't hurt it.
Oh, this one looks light.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Sweepers are on it right away, and Scott is saying can't hurt it.
Carl, come on. Watch it.
They're dragging
Go. No, don't switch, just keep sweeping.
Go. Come on. Carl, why are you watching?
It's not going to come back in, guys.
Oh, my God. Why did we switch?
Well, they needed to sweep that one to get the weight there, and that pulled it
I
out.
thought
yeah.
We had plenty of room.
All right, well, that's a single for Burns and his crew from Plainfield.
I didn't know if it was there.
Good job, guys. That makes the score 6-4 through 8. With Brennan in the lead. 2 ends to go.
Yeah, that's the difficulty there. Is I think that plays very much right into Brennan's hand. He's got the hammer in an even end. He can take 2 here, and then just keep it wide open to pretty much just finish the game out with ease.
If curling was just curling, it'd be a lot easier. Not controlling your players as well. Nobody is 100% perfect. I know.
Scott Burns has just admitted that nobody is 100% perfect.
Here's the start of the 8th end. Carl Anderson throwing his first stone.
Really needs a guard here.
It's in.
Absolutely it is.
It's in.
Just get rid of it.
Here's Rob Cleves, the lead for Schenectady. Just wanted to get rid of that shot just thrown by Carl Anderson.
Reapers need to get this, need
That's
beyond
falling.
this just to go
That's
and get
falling.
enough of this to take it out.
That's not going to do anything.
No.
That's going to flash.
Very, very soft takeout weight there. Just making it to the hack. And that was with all that sweeping.
Yeah, that was incredibly quiet for hit weight.
Mine's a little tight.
Here comes Carl Anderson trying to throw that guard that he wasn't able to put up in the on his first stone. Rock snapping over.
Weight's better on this one.
Yeah, but I think it's still going to sail in.
Yep.
Might freeze right up to it.
Come on.
Nope.
Yeah, just sitting in the full 12.
Throw your normal. I need a little more weight than that.
I think you need a little more than a little more than that one.
Wait for it. Wait for it. No, the second one. You tried all the way.
Weight looks better this time. Should be able to get at least one of them here.
There's one, and there's one.
And that's just one.
Still in.
So that yellow rock is still in play, but has no prayer of getting into the house.
Looks pretty lonely out there. It's not doing. It's in that really odd spot where it's still in play, but not scoring. Only thing that can be used for is a tripping hazard. Here comes Mark Adams throwing his first stone in end number 8, trying to throw a center guard. Guard up shot stone that's sitting wide open, just touching the forefoot.
Whoa! Whoa! We're going to overcurl. Over and up. Over and up!
Good line call there by Scott Burns.
I like Mike Graziano's call there just to play the in-off just for fun.
See part of it.
Want to come down to it?
Let's make sure we get something.
If they're successful, that might be the Moosehead Lager shot of the day.
Coming down to it.
Yeah, but they need something to be sitting in the back of the house to off.
Sweepers think it's light.
I think I agree with them.
I agree with them all the way.
Go with it, go,
Seems like as soon as that
Gotta
rock
get it
left
around the guard.
just
Oh,
hands.
no, they should be.
Oh, wow.
Oh, is that going to
Oh,
crash
that's
on it?
falling.
Oh,
Yeah.
and it crashes.
Looked pretty good for a while, and then
Sorry,
it just sort of fell in towards the guard.
Center guard. This is the 4th chance for it. It's got to come sometime, right?
Many a skip has been done in by that line of thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Weight looks fine. It's going to probably be about a 2-3. And efficiently cleaning it.
Yeah, now. Yeah, go.
Finish sweeping it there to
Yeah, yeah.
put it right there in
Snap
line.
it over.
going.
Okay, there we go.
That's good.
That's a
Right
good
there.
shot there by Mark
Big
Adams.
Good job there by the team.
Wager Scott wants to well as off. Oh, we're now at 190 people in the chat. Thank you all once again for watching the A event finals of the 74th annual Francis Dyke Memorial Bonspiel. Got ourselves a pretty tight game here with Schenectady up 2 through 7 ends, 6-4. That one's falling off too.
Well, I may be able to get.
Get the
no,
one
it's
on
just
the
going to
left.
get just the one guard.
Okay.
There.
We're going to put it right back.
All right. I just want them offset, so let's go 2.
Dan Festerling looking to put the guard back that was taken off by the Schenectady rink.
Yeah, line! Line!
The one guard that he's got sitting there already is looking really good right now.
Up. No, 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 no.
That's in a good position.
Good position, yeah. Nice shot there by Dan.
Yeah, Scott really needs his guys to go and clear these guards out of there right now. They're just wrapping things up on in the 9th end, coming down to, I believe they might have the hammer coming over there on sheet D. And we see
I believe it's 9-4.
Pretty bad flash here on
Yeah. Big miss there by Schenectady.
Just a biter.
Well, at this point with those guards up there, I'm thinking that you may want to go and put a second rock in there.
Yeah, I think Scott did call for a top 12 biter.
Weight looks a little heavy. You may have to settle for backhouse on this one. No, it's not that heavy. It's definitely not that heavy.
Deeper than that, guys. Go now. Go now.
It's going to bite the 4.
The shot rock's a little bit exposed there, probably just enough to be kind of a teaser to make Scotty Brennan think about having Daniel Muller go and throw at it here.
It's now a ball game on sheet D. It's been a big steal there for the Padalero rink.
Yeah.
They just stole 4 in the 9th. So that score is now 9-8.
It's a good spot.
Chris over Peterson coming home. Wow, what a heck of an end there by the Peterson rink, stealing 4 in the 9th.
I'm kind of wondering if fatigue is becoming a factor there for Chris as they play their 27th end of the day.
It has to. It just has to. It has to. So we'll keep you updated on all the scores. Everyone's looking pretty close. Actually, about as close as you can possibly get. 1 point difference on D, a 1 point difference on C, a 1 point difference on A.
Center of the board. Center.
Kind of wish we had 4 cameras.
Well, the way this is shaping up, we may have a tie game going in the 9th end here on our feature match on Sheet B for the title.
Drama never ends.
What are we looking at? 3-8?
On that line, yeah, 3-8, 3-7-5. It's slowing down.
375.
You thought basketball was the only reason it's called March Madness.
No, 3 guard. 3 guard.
2-3. We don't want to give a chance right now.
2.5. 2.5. Covering 1 rock over from the center.
Scott Burns just looking for the guard here. Pretty tight to the house, just left of center.
It's got a bend.
One.
Yeah.
Needs it for weight.
Yeah.
Sweepers, Mark Adams and Dan Festerling.
Whoa.
Pounding that stone to get it over
Keep
the
them
hog
offset.
line. And they do.
Keep them offset.
That works great.
Well, not bad. Again, he's got second shot well protected there. Shot rock still the same look that we saw earlier.
Guards don't usually get that credit, but they make a difference. I know a lot of people don't think that guards make a difference.
That's Carl Reynolds in there talking to Scott Burns about the guards.
Kind of an interesting comment there. Again, if you're a skip and all you have to do is throw a guard, you're a pretty happy man. Scott Brennan could be sealing his own fate here. He really needs to. And it's pretty much do or die. He has to make the shot here because he's probably not going to get a second chance. He can afford to be narrow and give himself another opportunity. Whoa.
He's going to get one. He's going to try and sweep it out, or at least to third shot, and he does.
Let's still block it up, right?
Quick scoring update on Sheet A. We've got a steal of 2 by Broomstones. That makes the score 8-5. Broomstones, the Miley rink over Nutmeg, the Skimmy rink.
Guard that line.
Scott Burns just content to throw a guard here.
Just to the outside of the yellow. So they can't chip it across. What?
I don't know, Joe. He's
2-3.
He's probably got most of Yellow's rock exposed on this one.
Yeah, he doesn't have to worry about the jam there either. I mean, if he hits that stone, that shooter's going to stay right there. He hits it right on the nose. It's a really safe call. I mean, yeah, he does have an opportunity here to get more. Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Can't hurt it, he says.
Carl, help.
Come on, Carl!
Gotta get it over.
Get out here!
Gotta get it over. Come on, guys.
Are they going to do it?
Come on!
Working really, really hard. This is going to be close.
Go!
It's going to be close.
Come on! Great sweep,
Hey,
guys.
got it. Wow, nice sweeping.
Sorry, guys.
Curling
I didn't
is
mean
a
to kill you, but that's a good
sport,
rock.
and there you see it right there.
Team shot there.
I gotta run to the bathroom.
I'm going to mute his mic here for a second so you don't get a Naked Gun reference here. Okay, Scott, don't worry, your mic is muted while you do what you need to do. But let's not tell him we muted his mic when we talked to him after the game.
So if you're Scott Brennan, what do you think? What do you think you want to try on this one, Joe?
Oh boy, I don't know. Can you come around and maybe tap your yellow in?
All the way in, guys.
I don't know.
With
The
like
way
a heavy
that,
draw?
The way that this ice is moving, and those guards are staggered in a way that just narrows that port that much more. I don't know. I think that's what he's looking at trying to do. The other option could be to just
Draw onto the other side.
Yeah.
I mean, he only needs to just get a little bit of the forefoot.
He's got to be a little. His confidence got to be a little bit shaken as far as that, just because his he's seen some rocks just really take a dive coming that way, and he could easily wreck on the shot rock there.
Don't want to interrupt you here, Mike. Boy, we got a scoring update on sheet C. What do we got over there?
Looks like a single there on sheet C there to tie the game up at 7 apiece between Enixon and Citroniti.
Oh, hey, Scott's back from doing what he needs to do there. Let's put his mic back on.
He's curling now.
Hammers away.
How's that line looking, Bico?
Line's
They're gonna
pretty
get by
close.
that. They're gonna get by that guard. Now they go.
He got by the guard. He's gonna get a little rub though on the shot rock.
Good try. That's a steal of 1 for Scott Burns.
Thanks.
Chipping away here at 6-5 after 8 ends. Just made the announcement on sheet C. We'll be happy to do it for you again. We have a tie game on sheet C with Potomac getting a single in the 7th. That score is 7-7.
Utica with the hammer in the 9th.
Guard.
And they're in the early rocks over there on sheet C. Just one Potomac guard, about a little bit left of center in play there. Got some interesting action sitting over on sheet D as well, coming down to Skips Rocks now. Again, that is Petersham that is trailing by 1 without the hammer, but is sitting with shot rock. And
That's pretty good.
I think the second as well.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell from our angle whether that is shot and sitting 1 or sitting 2.
Sitting 2. This is actually Vice's second stones. You only know because I only know the skip of Peterson because he wears completely different clothes than the rest of the team. They're all in nice matching jackets and pants, and he's not. Let's just leave it at that.
That's just the blunt way of saying it. He's not. Yeah, very kind of you. Back to the action here in our championship match.
I don't want it in. As far as it can go is good.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Nice speed out. Still roll it outside. That might still roll. Still a roll. Behind that guard. That's it. Nice shot.
So we got one off-center guard and one corner guard there.
Tap is fine.
I hear the grunts from some hard sweeping over on sheet A.
How much?
While the shot is coming down the sheet, I do want to make a point, though, with the
Just let it die
game
then.
going on D. I do think the jackets are snazzy. I do think the hat, though, is snazzier. It's like a teddy bear hat.
The hat is
I'd wear that. I would totally wear that also.
Love to use this corner. It's gonna be tough to get. There, though. I think.
Yeah, guys. Yes.
And he's paired that up with a classic Pat Patriot long sleeve tee.
Up.
Not too shabby.
this fashion report, courtesy of Hotshot Tony himself.
Yeah. Hey, I'm wearing a tie today.
Robert Cleese here with his
I'm wearing a
second
tie
lead
today.
rock. Looking to come around that corner guard that he just threw.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the correction on the hat.
Come on!
And this one is falling quite a bit. He's going to just barely get around there.
Good shot, Rob.
Nice weight. Poking out just a little bit, Alf,
Coming
on the
over here.
left side.
Whoa, it's got to bend, guys. It's got to bend. Yeah.
Hey,
Ah,
we've
damn it,
eclipsed
never mind.
200. Thanks again, everybody.
Whoa!
Yes, all the way.
Want to rip the front?
Guys, all the way. All the way, guys. Hard. All the way, all the way.
Want to rip the front or you want to come down to
A nice draw there by Mark Adams as Jeff Howells will get set for his first rock here.
Hey,
in
we're back
Plainfield.
in the Mr. Bykowski. Let's say hi to everybody here. All 200 plus people watching
Hello, everybody.
the game tonight. So thanks again for tuning in. We've got nothing but really dramatic curling action going on all 4 sheets.
Well, you'd expect nothing but that when you're talking about the finals here at the Dykes.
Everybody's giving us a great show, and you know we've seen out of all the games we've had on the feature sheet, so many of them have been really tight games. Yeah, again, just thanks again everybody for the 200 plus people who are watching this game today on a Sunday afternoon here at the National Capital Curling Center.
Yeah, go hard. You got to clear this. Go. Go. Roll that out. Roll that out. All right, guys. All right. Yep. I would like a little bit more on that one.
Hard!
Probably a little more ice, maybe.
Hard!
Okay.
Rex over on that one, but gets the shooter to roll over there behind cover a little bit better than where he was sitting before. So Brennan sitting second and third, but the shot rock's still wide open right there up the middle.
Here comes Mark Adams with his rock. This is the 9th end in a really tight 6-5 game here at A event
Not
final.
coming back. Go! Take the little tick. Roll it over. Yeah.
Gets a little rub and, well, that is a very tight port to go and try to throw through. And
Sure is.
well, especially the way that this ice is moving, I'm not sure how much that shot is there. You'd have to throw a ton of weight at it.
Yeah.
Scott's just going to focus on getting rid of the guard, and that's a good idea.
I agree. Just make sure that shooter also gets out of the way. You don't want to hit to the right side and maybe jam it a little bit, but
They're saying watch for the jam.
Yes, leave this rock. No.
Okay, cleared out.
This way.
But coming down to the final rocks over on sheet D, again, it is Petersam trailing by 1, but sitting first and second shot.
is he going to
Get
get through
the
that
set.
port? Oh, I
Not
thought he was
quite.
going to get through it. Good try.
Good try, but he made a lot of rocks move out of the way. It's a good result for him.
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. Great shot there by Jeff Howells.
Yep. Yes, yes. Up. Guys, up. If it's over, up.
It's definitely over the hog by quite a bit.
Line that worked out pretty good, but I still think that Schenectady can come behind that since it's so high.
Damn it, we can't leave that light, guys.
Yeah, there's plenty of room for him to be able to get around that one.
Okay, here comes Dan Mueller trying to take that shot stone off. The rock is away.
Yes.
Sweeper's got to get this by the guard. Going to be close.
They're going to get by it.
He's
They're
got
by it.
He's by it.
Are they going to get it? Oh,
no
onions.
problem there.
Early onions.
Come down to it.
Oh, Danny boy, the hits are coming. How's that, Brian?
We'll see if Dan Festerling is able to pretty much replicate that same feat.
Where is it?
This one looks like it's a little wider, maybe.
Hey, we got
Now this is cutting
handshakes
in.
on sheet D. Peterson comes storming back.
Yeah.
They're going to
Keep
take
going, guys. Oh, wait,
the
put it on the
Davies
other
Bowl
side.
back to the Peterson Curling Club.
Ah, fuck.
They're going to win.
Jesus Christ.
It's going to be the final there. That's going to be a 10-9 final. Congratulations to the Peterson rink, knocking off Chris from Nutmeg. That's a C event final.
That is incredibly tough.
Wow.
What to play that many ends in one day and come up just that short at the end.
Yeah, what a comeback. They came down. They were down
9-3.
9-3 after 7 ends and clawed their way back for the win. Congratulations again to the Peterson Curling Club.
That's fine. Whoa. That's fine. Whoa. Stop. No, no, no. No.
So a little bit of a rub off of the guard there, and now kind of opened up access to the shot rock a little bit more.
Control.
Actually, a lot more now.
I have no idea how it's going to act on the pebble without the pebble. Give me a little more. Give me a little more.
You know, the double's there. I'm not sure that he really cares about getting 2 here on this shot.
Control.
While Scott's getting ready for a shot, real quick update on sheet A. Broomstone steals a single in the 9th. That makes the score 9-5. Broomstone's in front of Skimia and the Nutmeg rink.
And not a whole lot of rocks in play over on that one. It's going to be really tough to come back and take 4 with the hammer over there.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. No.
This one's got a chance.
Yeah, now.
He's
now.
by the guard. I think he's got this one. He could get a nice roll.
Is he going to jam on it? No, is he?
Just a little bit of a jam.
That
Not
was
too
a
bad,
sweet
though.
shot.
Still sitting in great position.
Sweet, like a Belgian waffle. Been waiting for these. How's his name?
Can you show me the rest of the list that you came prepared with?
Come over a little less. Well, it would take a little less, but you know.
Oh. That shot, that's not counting anymore because of that shot.
Scott Brennan now. Each team's made the shot once. Scott Brennan's turn to
Beautiful way. Really.
make that shot rock move out of the way.
That's what I came up.
I think heavy drop.
First skip stones away here. Looks like the weight's up a little bit.
Plenty of space.
Plenty of room, they say.
Wonder why they're still sweeping it. It's going to get by that red guard. Where is it? He's going to get it as well. He's going to jam in the back, but
that's
doesn't mean
okay.
too much.
He's still sitting two.
Still sitting two. Great shot there by Scott Brennan.
I'd really like you, because now you're sitting, this is like
Yeah. Let's keep it on the outside. Yeah. Keep it on the outside. Give me a little more.
Yeah, yeah.
like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let it grow now.
Scott Burns coming down the ice to clean that line where he's going to be throwing the exact same shot that we've kept seeing over and over here.
Potomac steals 2 in the 9th. That makes the score 9-7. Stevie Nixon and his Potomac crew over the Trini rink from Utica.
A little wide. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Rock's got a curl here. He's got
Is it going to crash?
way more
Sure
room.
is. That leaves the door wide open here.
Sorry.
This is the hammer for Schenectady.
That's big. He can just draw this one down to probably draw it down 2-shot rock, or could go and put it just a little bit over to the left of there and draw to the 4-foot. Pick up what would look to be 3. It looks like it's 2 right now to us. Looking at our overhead
sure does.
cam
The one
view.
fighting the 4-foot,
that
and
one?
then the one on the behind the tee line on the 8. I think that's number 2.
No. I yelled it. I was wide and I yelled.
It's like it had
mine.
to start to come in before we did.
Yeah.
If we were worried about the weight, we had to wait until it came in because it was so. It wasn't a huge gap. We were throwing it down weight so that we could have control of it.
Why can't we just draw the way we know?
And no, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying that's what happened.
Scotty Brennan and his team kind of having a conference there in the house.
Just go down and take a look at the hat.
It's looking really dicey for the Nutmeg rink over on sheet A. They have 2 rocks to go. They have 1 in the 12-foot, and they have a 3 guard. I think Ed Skimmy is trying to figure out a way just to split them both into the house.
Well, he would have to do that.
Yeah, this is going to be the game if he can.
That's pretty high up there.
We'll keep you
I don't
posted
know.
on that, too.
That's pretty tough to try to do.
Needed that one. Needed that shot.
There's your view right now. That's what Scott's looking at.
We're going to hit our redstone and rolled in. We're going to hit our redstone and rolled in. Which is another possibility.
Here goes Scott Brennan's hammer. in the 9th.
Looks like he's got a lot of room here.
Sure does.
Lines should be fine. Weight's pretty close. They got to go hard on this one to get it there.
Hard. Are they going to get it? Are they going to get it?
Got it?
They sure are. Nice sweep in there
Beautiful
by
draw
Rob
there.
and Jeff.
That looks like 3. It would be a 4-point lead. Either way, Brennan up either 3 or 4 going into the final
Skip
end.
is going to say that's a 3. That's a very clutch shot there by Mr. Scott Brennan. Hey, we got handshakes on A. Want to congratulate the Miley rink from Broomstones, winners of the D event and the Stinnett Cup. Final score there is 9-5 after 9 ends. Again, congratulations to Miley and his Broomstones guys taking the D event.
So yeah, that's confirmed. It is indeed 3 there in the 9th end. And so Brennan with a 4-point lead going into the 10th. And a very, very tall order for Scott Burns to try to come back from this.
You gotta start getting rid of them, I think, Phil. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Rob. Next one.
Rob Cleese wisely hucking it through the house.
Guard.
Yeah. Do you guard?
Yeah.
That round of applause you hear in the warm room is for the gentleman coming off of Sheet A. Again, D-event winners. Broomstones will be taking this Stinnett Cup back to the Broomstones Curling Club winners over Eskimia and his team from Nutmeg.
Sorry.
Oh, that one a very high guard there. I really don't think that's one that's even worth trying to play a tick shot on.
Rob Cleese can now throw it over to Sheet A if he wants to.
That's about what he's going to do.
Top 12.
Here's Carl Anderson, the lead for Plainfield, throwing his second rock into end number 10.
Here it comes. It's top 12. Whoa. Don't want to pop out the other side.
That one over curling a little bit.
So now Schenectady has their choice of which one they want to remove. Scott wants to take the easier one, peel that guard off.
Yeah, up 4. That makes sense. The guard is the one that's really going to hurt you. Just make sure you get that out of there and roll the shooter out of play. Pretty lightweight for a hit here.
There it goes. Shooter rolls away. Scott's going to need to try and sweep that out, and he does with ease. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, didn't have to work too hard there.
Nah.
The usual skip sweeping. We all know skips can't sweep worth a darn.
T-line. Gotta be in. Take a look, guys. Take a look.
All right, Plainfield accomplished what they wanted to do, putting another one in the house, but this is going to leave another open hit for Jeff Howells, the second for Schenectady. And mission accomplished, hits it right on the nose, pulls it out of play.
Well, he's left something for Scott Burns to draw behind on this one.
All the way. Down to it, eh? Up. Round it. Up, up.
Probably go down too.
Round is good. Round is good.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Here is Mark Adams, second for Burns at the Plainfield rink. Looking to come behind that yellow.
Yeah, then. Yeah.
That yellow rock in the 12-foot.
Yeah, line. Wait only. We got room. Wait only.
Line's pretty good here.
Sure
Wait
is.
only.
It's going to look pretty nice. As long as that
Yeah,
finishes
yeah.
behind,
Finish
and
it,
it
finish it,
does. Still means, though, that Scott Brennan can take this other one off here out in the 12-foot.
Sweeping right away on this one. Oh my goodness.
Whoa, what the-
I don't know what happened there.
Had to have picked it.
That,
It has
I said that
absolutely-
completely lost rotation.
Yeah, there's no handle on it at all. It's knuckling
It's
in.
a very bad pick there.
Well, it keeps.
You hate to see that happen.
Sure do, but it keeps the hope alive for Plainfield. Scotty Burns and company. It's got to go in.
Just kind of spread these out and put that one out way over on the edge of the 12-foot.
Yep.
Behind that yellow guard, question mark,
Well,
on
that's
the
in
right side.
That's in the
Where
12-foot.
is it?
It's pretty well
Line.
exposed. That was a nice. That's the
Line.
result of a nice draw there by the
Line.
second Mark Adams.
All right. Then. On its
And
own,
it's
then.
heavy. Just need this one to stay in the house here.
I
for
don't like
Scott
its
Burns.
chances, though. I think
Not
Scott
looking
Brennan's going to
good.
be able to sweep that out. It's also going to run out of space.
So little room
Out
to
it
work
goes.
with.
Ah, that kills. That was a brutal.
Here's Dan Miller, the vice for Scott Brennan's Schenectady rink. Just looking to hit this open rock that's in the 12-foot. A little wobbly coming out. Sure looks wide from here. That's going to fall away. That's going to be a flash as well.
Well, a missed opportunities here.
Yeah.
Gift given, gift returned. And,
Try again.
Scott Burns still has 3 red rocks to work with
He's
here.
still alive.
Make sure it's here. Whoa. Take a look, guys.
Wait, looks a lot better here. I think this is going to stick
Yeah, yeah.
around, but they're
Yeah,
going
I
to
think
really
they
hit
need
that.
to sweep it.
Oh, they need to get on
They
that.
need to get it in there. It
It's
is
starting to
really
turn away from the
grabbing
house.
over there.
Well, they're going to catch part of the 12 foot. They're going to get out, count that yellow rock. They
got enough.
are.
Yep.
Okay, it's a pretty nice shot there for Scott Burns.
Good. Have fun.
Okay, now it's up to Scott Brennan to hit this open rock here in the 12-foot.
Very tight. They got to get on this one right now.
Sure do. Rob and Jeff working really hard for line.
Got to get a piece of this one.
I think they're going to get
should be
something.
okay, I think.
Yeah, she's going
That's
to get
gonna
it.
be enough.
Shooter's going to spill away. Okay, so
Scott Burns has got to get both of these in
Pull one
and
back
look
out
for a
there.
Scott Brennan miss.
On the edge. Go here.
while they're eyeing up that shot, we'll give you a quick update here on Sheet C. Utica, the Citrini rink is down 2, coming home with the hammer in the 10th.
What are you thinking, guys?
They're sitting 1-2 right now. They are up to, this is Citrini skips first stone in the 10th.
That's Citrinity.
Citrinity, excuse me. Thank you, Biko.
I think,
correcting me.
yeah, I
There's
think we
another
got a
sheet
couple
side.
misspellings on our production notes there.
Okay.
I want it T. Or in front
Oh,
of the T,
Payne, I
just
know
on
all
that
too well as
side.
well.
On the rim.
Could
Just
introduce
be in the ring.
myself as
Gotta do it.
Tony Ruckenbach. Ruckenbach.
Okay, you gotta hold it out.
Yeah.
Sweeper's got to get this one
Yeah.
in the house at least.
Carl, make sure it's here. Help! Help!
Scott asking for a third sweeper.
I think they're going to get it
Forcefully.
in. I think they're going to get it in. Oh, they got to
They
get rid of that hard.
might
Yeah, they're going to get a piece.
Get a piece in
Thank
there,
you.
full.
And they do.
That is.
Good sweep, guys.
Ooh, that is
I can't
close.
tell.
We can't tell. That's a bad angle there from the camera to
Bottom
tell
line,
who's sitting
though,
third. But
bottom line, it's open.
Scott's got to get rid of something.
Yeah.
Make some Red Rock go away for the title.
Huh? This line's scary.
Coming down to the final rocks here on B. Coming down to the final rocks over on C.
Wow.
Stephen Enochson heading down to, well, now he's stopped about 2/3 of the way down the sheet. He's got a pretty much wide open hit.
Or what I think what he wants to do is just kind
Or
of sit
draw.
down on it. Talking about here, this is the game over on C between Potomac and Utica. Yeah, Enochson really wants to just sit down on that just because of where shot number 2 is on over there on the 8-foot, which is out of our camera shot, but that's okay. We'll get back here. We need Scott Brennan to hit one of these open stones.
And he's going all the way out to the
He's going all the way out
side.
to the right side.
Well, he's kind of expecting that this one's going to stay straight.
Yep.
He just has to be careful that it doesn't fall out to the right and wreck on his own guard that's sitting out there. Don't oversweep
Here it
this one,
comes.
guys.
Here comes the rock. They're holding
Has
the
he got
line.
it?
They're holding the line. They're going to get
Gets
it.
one for the title.
They're
That's
going to
good
get
enough.
it. Let's congratulate Scott Brennan and his crew from the Schenectady Curling Club.
No.
That's game. They
I'll throw
are
one down.
winners
No.
of the Francis Dyke Memorial Plaque.
throw one
First
down.
time that Schenectady's won the Dykes
I'm gonna
since
throw one down.
1975. Again, congratulations to Scott Brennan and his team. That's a hell of a game they play there between
I'm going to throw it down.
them and Plainfield. Wow, what a great game. Scott Burns was trying to come back from a deficit, had it down just to 1 point. Scott Brennan was able to hold on.
A heck of a game there. Scott's going to throw his last stone just for kicks here. And looking over on sheet C,
Oh,
rock
boy.
over curled. The weight was a little heavy, over curled, rolled off the one in the back, and so it is right now Utica and Citrinity sitting 2 and just needs full 8-foot here on a draw. The middle is wide open. So Phil Citrinity just needs to draw to full 8-foot to win the Brookline Trophy.
Scott's going to finish his draw just to make it official. That score is actually now 9-8. Again, congratulations to the team of Schenectady. Rob Cleese, Jeff Howells, Dan Mueller, Scott Brennan for winning the Francis Dykes Memorial Bonspiel. Real quick here, we've got Utica throwing for the game. This is
Sweeper's watching it. Definitely not wanting to oversweep it. And it's coming. It looks like he's going to use the backing. That's going to do the job for him.
And
gets
Utica.
the 3.
Wow, what a great game there from Potomac and Utica. Utica getting 3 in the 10th to win that game 10-9. The Brookline Trophy is going to go up to the Utica Curling Club. Wow, what a wonderful slate of games we had today, David.
Some great finishes.
Oh,
we did not see that coming over on sheet D, and a great job by Petersham to fight back.
Yeah.
And then great job by Scott Burns to fight back and really give this one a go here in the late ends. Only down 6-5 with 2 ends to go. And had some chances even in the 10th end, trying to take 4. And Utica, Potomac, Utica with that big 5 on the board in the 7th, and then coming with the 3 in the 10th to win that one. Some great action.
That round of applause is for the Schenectady rink, and the Plainfield rink coming off again. Schenectady winners at the 74th annual Francis Dykes Memorial Bonspiel here at the National Capital Curling Center, home of the Potomac Curling Club. So before we sign off, a quick recap here. The D event winner, the Stinnett Cup, is going to go to Miley from Broomstones. The C event winner, that's the Davies Bowl, that's going to go to Padalero from Peterson. The B event winners of the Brookline Trophy is Utica from
Citrinity. C-I-T-R-I-N-I-T-I.
And the A event winner, the team of Rob Cleese, Jeff Howells, Dan Muller, and Scott Brennan from the Schenectady Curling Club.
Sometimes it snaps, sometimes it's flatten out.
Wow. Wow. So
you're all tuckered out, aren't you, Joe?
I am tuckered out. I know, right? So there's been a little bit of a talk. If we can, once the guys get out of the locker room, maybe we can get somebody from the winning team from Schenectady to just say a quick word. You think we'd be able to pull that off?
Yeah, we might be able to pull that off.
Right.
Scott and I were talking a little bit before the game, and he was asking me to be kind to him.
I think you were.
I think he doesn't know who I am, apparently.
But, wow, I just want to say before the curlers come out here, it's been a pleasure calling the game with you, Byko.
Oh, pleasure as always to work with you, Joe.
Yeah, thanks again, everybody, for the 200-plus people who were watching the game. Chatting the game today. Probably had a lot more than that as well. This was just a really, really exciting round of curling. What a wonderful, wonderful Bonspiel we've had. As a member of the board, though, I'm kind of relieved to say that it's over. Because Lord knows there was so much planning put into this. We got to, again, give thanks to Michael Dobbs and all the volunteers, all 90-plus volunteers who pitched in to make this such a wonderful event. We had 15 clubs from the GNCC participating here this weekend. And if you want to talk about the parity of the clubs, out of the 8 teams that were on the sheet, we had 7 different clubs represented.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you really want to go and see. I mean, it bodes well for competitive curling across the GNCC. It's pretty even, and we've got some good curlers graduating from the 5 and under ranks that we'll probably see at some other
events,
bigger name spiels, probably some club playdown events, and hopefully some good things to come from this part of the country.
Yeah.
Still looking around to see if anybody wants to come and say howdy. We will say hi to Bill McDonough, though, on behalf of Richard Chin. Where is Bill?
He's around here
he's
somewhere.
Around here somewhere. All right.
Just didn't get the curl that we expected. Yeah, did I? On the takeout. Had the takeout curl.
But wow, what a show they put on for us today. Again, just much congratulations to Scott Brennan and to Scott Burns for getting such a great game. It was getting really dicey there for the Schenectady rink when it was 6-5 in the 8th. But that triple that Scott Brennan was able to get there in the 9th, I think really put the nail in the coffin. Even though it looks like it was pretty, that draw that he got for 3 was swept in really well by the rest of his team. So
it really was.
It truly was a total team effort. Yeah, there were some mistakes on both sides. This is a 5 and under event. We can never forget that. However, I think Scott and his team both played very well throughout the tournament. Absolutely deserved to be here.
Oh, definitely.
So.
Okay, good. Always funny. Every team was funny. Every team was awesome.
Hey, I think we're going to get Scott Brennan here out of the locker room. What's to say? A quick howdy. Scott, you just won the 74th annual Francis Dyke Bonspiel. Have a seat. You'll be in the shot here. Let me get over here.
All right.
You can say hi to everybody. We had over 200 people watching your game today.
Watch out,
So,
you're really like,
yep.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, we had over 200 people watching the game today, including Rob Clee's #1 drinking fan.
Okay.
So yeah, hey, wow, what a game!
Good game. You know, luckily we jumped out to a really quick lead. We were able to make some really nice shots in the beginning of the game. Got a little tough in the middle there.
Yeah, it was looking a little dicey there in the 8th, only up 6-5.
They had a really my strategy coming in was to start putting them in the top 4 as much as I can, and they were throwing guards early in the first couple of ends, and they brought that really nice down 2 game, and they had a really nice draw behind game going on. So it got tough, it got dicey, but it was fun.
Actually, yeah, you can tell, man. So again, just congratulations. This is the first time the plaque has come into Schenectady since 1975.
It's been a long time,
Yeah.
We were kind of laughing about it. We were like, you know what? It's only in good faith that we win it this year because, I think we're having the Dykes next year at Schenectady. That's kind of rumor, so at least we won't have to travel far. We'll bring it back home and we'll keep it there for an extra week, so it'll be nice.
Certainly got to be a lot of bragging rights there among some of the other guys like Charlie and Dan and Tim and Pat Fitzgerald and all the guys there that there's been a lot of guys that have really made it really close here at the Dykes, but just haven't quite gotten the job done before.
I guess it's the cherry on top of the Manhattan a little bit. No bragging rights, but it feels good. I've had my good runs with Charlie before in Merrick a few years ago in Rochester. We were in the A event against Melville. It's just a lot of those guys run into some buzzsaws. Sean Murray had a couple of really great squads, and Melville had great squads. So the competition is fantastic. The competition this week was really good as well. So it feels good. It's happy.
Well, with that being said, let's get you. You can go Broomstack, have yourself a Manhattan if you'd like.
Yeah,
and
I'm going to just give a quick shout out to everybody out there. I've been to a lot of Bonspiels before in the 5 years that I've curled, and I just want to thank you guys for the event that you put on. The bar staff, you hear people say this in their speeches all the time at Bonspiels, but I'm going above and beyond here. The bar staff was the most friendliest you could possibly be. The food, whether it was breakfast or it was midnight snacks, was just top notch. It was this was one of my favorite, best experiences I've had at a Bonspiel. So thanks, guys.
Thanks
I really
a lot for those
appreciate
kind
it.
words,
Thank you.
Scott.
Absolutely. So,
All
all
right,
right, guys.
man.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming down here.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Hope to see you guys soon.
Absolutely.
Thanks. All right, well, that's going to conclude our broadcast here at the National Capital Curling Center, the Francis Dykes Memorial Bonspiel. Winner, again, is Scott Brennan and his team from Schenectady. So, thanks. All right, let's get out of here.
All right, for Joe Rockenbach, I'm Dave Bykowski. It's been a pleasure to broadcast the championship matches today, and hope you'll come back and join us for the Cherry Blossom Bonspiel coming back here in about another 3 weeks from now.
Yeah,
I know we'll be broadcasting that one to you.
So I've just been told we're also going to broadcast the award ceremony. Give us 10 minutes, and we'll see you soon. But this concludes the action on the ice. Thanks a lot.